Hello, everybody. All right. So tonight, hope y'all have had a good week so far. Tonight, we're just gonna go ahead and finish off this challenge run and see what happens. And once this run is done, we can get right back to Sly probably tomorrow. But I'm now quite intrigued by this run because it's been so successful so far, so yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit curious about this one. Because technically the first 6 missions were doable. For those who are new to it, the rules are simple. We're allowed to use only banning weapons, so handgun, melee, RPGs, and a handful of other things. But so far, it's actually gone well. We've actually cleared the first 6 missions. Oh god, I remember this one. Yeah, isn't this the one where we have to use the pile drivers or whatever the hell they are?
Yeah. This is a CIA op.
Oh, this should be interesting then. And it has like a 10-minute long intro cutscene, if I remember correctly. Alright, well, let's see how these remaining missions go.
Our DNI encryption protocols are no longer secure. Any contact with the WA could inadvertently compromise Allied operations.
And the story's just getting stupider, but we don't really care that much because we're not here for the story. We're just trying to see if this really dumb idea for a challenge is actually possible. If anything, though, I can safely say I haven't had to use cyber cores at all. Which is definitely not the way they intend for you to play this game. So I can at least be proud of that. No cyber cores needed so far.
One of the few territories not default to the NRC.
So that's definitely a plus, because that's, again, definitely not how they were intending for people to play this game. But it'll be good when this is done, so we can just jump right back into Sly, because I know that's probably what more people are going to be interested in with trophies and everything.
Hey, you still with us?
Yeah.
So far this week, Sly 2's PS4 version, I'm pretty close to getting done. About all I have left with it is, I think, 2 more missions in Area 7, or Episode 7. And then a few more treasures, and then just everything in Area 8, Episode 8, whatever you want to call it. And we got our trusty pistol ready. Let's see what the heck happens here after this, like, 10-minute long walking segment, because of course it's a thing. Hey, Zinky.
You will. You don't hide out in Cairo unless you're really trying to run away from something.
Yeah, there's no skipping any of this either, for whatever reason. It's, I guess, a requirement. Oh yeah, we rescued that guy earlier. I remember him. We saved him earlier.
Especially as we're not exactly on the books.
Good to see you, Khalil.
We'd hoped to bring reinforcements. Drones, robots.
Don't worry, I got a pistol and a dream. We can solve any issue with that. It's Call of Duty.
Resources have been stretched thin in the wake of the recent intelligence leaks. But we have bigger problems. Your prisoner may have vital information on the men responsible for the NRC's latest attacks. If we apprehend them, we'll be able to ensure more support for your army.
That's a polite way of saying shit's fucked up for everyone. You want help?
Imagine how many times I had to go through this while I was farming the kills in this game for personal decorator.
Be able to ensure his safety much longer.
Don't worry.
Because with Personal
I
Decorator,
won't need them long.
you could only, of course, bring in 2 weapons at a time.
Our men are ill-equipped to deal with the NRC's robots.
What's your
And there,
operational strength?
as far as I remember, there weren't any
We have less than
weapons
1,000
crates out there, mobile armories,
armored
so
vehicles
you
and
could
a
get
squadron
your
of vehicles.
650 kills or
Such
whatever was
supplies
required per
below.
I'm still
gun,
holding on.
You can thank
but
Menendez.
you couldn't get any more after that, and you'd have to legitimately restart the entire mission.
By fucking everything up.
That's the only real mission, or the only real mention we get of Black Ops 2, which, like I said, I think they've announced that the canon ending is the worst ending, which still makes no sense to me. Hey, sweet, hey, Drez. I'm doing well.
Military, civilian.
Regiments away from Mirage and COD Vanguard's attainable again. Yeah, I saw they fixed it, randomly.
Are the only reason
I'm shocked they did.
Maybe so.
We'll see if it's an Ubisoft fix and it just starts working again for, like, a while until they just turn something else off. Their intern hits a random switch every month just to see which new game gets shut down and which old one goes back online.
Links to WA command are down, but you can still connect to our local systems.
I mean, part of me, it makes me wonder if they actually could go back and fix the PS3 games, so Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 on the PS3, but at the same time, they can't have patches or anything for that anymore. So I don't think that's something that would happen. It would be cool if it did, though. Random generic person that I do not care about. Because no one actually enjoys this game's story or knows what the hell actually happened for most of it.
Kane, what do we do?
Most of it's Shooty McShooterface,
They're converging on key checkpoints around
and then
the station.
Frozen Forest and Train Goes Boom. Not sure we're going to do any more after Odyssey. Doing Vanguard tomorrow to be safe. Yeah, knock it out now before they screw it up again. Yeah, that's true. Mirage is pretty short. Shadows, I know the trophy list. Power Picks showed the list off, but I didn't get a good look at it. It's the Deadly Roombas! Good thing that's a fake arm. It's the Roombas of Death! Come on, I want to see more Deadly Roombas. Hey, what's with all these grenades? This ain't no COD World at War. Now, what's with these grenades, sir? You aren't allowed to use that number of grenades. But yeah, still so far, no Cybercore usage, which I'm definitely... I mean, yeah, I'm using the hover, the movement ability, but I think you need that ability to actually beat some of the levels, traverse some of the areas, so I don't see any problem with using it because I'm not using it to get kills or anything. I'm not using any of the insane abilities or anything like that. Still boring, yeah. AC Shadows is assumingly going to be an easy platinum, but as long as Origins. Ew. But yeah, I know that Power Pick shared the list. I didn't get a good look at it. Man, the robots here are dying a little bit more easily. I don't know if they're all damaged or what. I can't be using the turret. That'd be a little bit unfair to our enemies. Oh, hey, Explodey Roomba buddy! That was very rude of you to come up here without saying hello first. You gotta be polite. Politeness is important in this world. When everything else is falling apart for one reason or another, politeness should matter. I have no idea where I was trying to go with that joke. Do it one day, but probably not going to buy it at launch. Yeah, that's fair.
Copy that.
Shadows looks easy, just the secret trophy collector we don't know yet might suck. Oh, okay. Doubt it'll be hard considering it's an RPG game and they're easy. And I'm assuming it doesn't have multiplayer anymore either. Like, I'd assume there's no multiplayer in it, because that hasn't been a thing in an Assassin's Creed in years. They don't do 100% requirements anymore. Oh, that's good then. That definitely makes life easier. Because I know that that's Shiny's next game, but I'm pretty sure he gave up on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It was great. It was hilarious. He streamed for like 9 hours last night, but couldn't get past like one encounter with 4 enemies because of how weird the combat system in that game is. So I think he gave up on that.
Get in!
Still rather throw a toaster and take a bath than touch Shadows. I mean, I'm certainly not going to play because I don't care about Assassin's Creed. Hey, Cassie.
Beneath the checkpoint. A rig to blow.
We have the majority of the games platinumed. And then you might as well do it someday when it goes inevitably on sale for like $10.
Have a prisoner.
Which, speaking of that, they gave us Dragon Age Veilguard for one of our free games for March. I'm not going to complain about the other two. Like, the Sonic game isn't a bad choice for a free game, and neither is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Like, in terms of the quality of the games.
What was your plan, Boy Scout?
The spike
They're not as bad as some months, but who wanted the Dragon Age game, really? 'Cause didn't that game flop entirely?
For once, I say stick to plan A.
Okay. Wait.
I want men in position now.
I don't...
Laying down suppressing fire. Keep on them. Don't give them a chance to breathe.
Are those things just supposed to be sitting in the air without moving?
Archives, give me the location of those support
Are they just supposed to sit there and not move?
Got to give me time.
Or is that just Activision and Treyarch not giving a crap about this game's campaign, which we already know is partially true, but I've never noticed that before.
Okay.
They're all literally
I've
just
located
sitting there.
southbound tunnel supports.
Like,
Target confirmed. Hit it. I'll
I
come.
don't know if that's a bug or what. It's probably not a bug, it's probably just them not wanting to actually work on the game correctly. Okay, so this mission. This is the one where we have to plant these explosive spikes in the ground, and this mission was a pain in the ass on realistic, by the way. This objective was, because you basically have to get right out in the open to plant the spikes. The only problem is I don't want to get any kills with the spike launcher because that is not a weapon that Mike Banning has ever had access to. At least not yet. We'll see what happens if they ever make the 4th movie. And I also need to see about that French series that they made. And see what... Okay. I think the truck was going dancing for some reason. By the way, infinite enemies in this mission. In this particular portion. Infinite enemies.
Blow that fucker.
How do I detonate? Circle. Well, there was no one near it. Didn't get a kill with it, so perfect. 3 AC games on your listing completed, and that's the furthest you're taking the series. Don't get why pinging the trophy Lego Marvel Heroes 2, but very happy. At least it unlocked. We should not have to worry about it anymore.
Copy that. Hendricks, cover me.
Yeah, this area was not fun on realistic. Because it's one of the few parts of the game where you've got an infinite enemy spawn. Because that is one thing with this game, is that for the most part, they don't infinitely respawn enemies in most missions. But this is one of the exceptions. This and the very last mission, I know, is an exception to that. You know, the part that, but it's all robots in that part. Oh, that part's going to be interesting to get through without using cybercore abilities. Alright. Let's just make sure we're not going to kill anyone with it by accident. And we're good! We didn't kill anyone. Perfect. Alright, this is going reasonably well so far. I hope there's ammo crates here, though, because I'm running a little low on bullets. There... Oh, there's one. Let's go get some ammo. Hey, TJ. For the month of March and half of April, backlog for you before your birthday. I can't think of anything that I'm going to be picking up anytime soon, though, because Ghost of Yotai probably won't be until the fall. GTA, if it even comes out this year, wouldn't be until the fall, but I still don't think it's going to come out this year. Oh, hello, drones. Might as well shoot them down before they cause problems. Yeah, these robots. Ugh. I don't think I got a checkpoint, so I need to be a little bit careful here. Plant the spike, and then wait for everyone to move away from it. Mr. Robot, you're going to need to move in the opposite direction first. I can't equip this weapon while prone. And we did it! Alright, that actually worked out. didn't end up killing anything with the spike launcher, whatever the hell the thing's called. So I'll take it. Burnout's gonna be good. Got a few online DLC trophies left. That's not too bad then. Only game before your birthday. You start as COD Vanguard.
Last two.
For very good reason. Oh, there's more. I thought that was it. Yeah, Vanguard for good reason. Because they fixed it for who knows how long. You guys should really, like, try to help here with killing these robots, because there's a lot of them here. And they're quite dangerous. Alright, we're still good. Didn't kill anyone with it.
This is it. Last one.
Why wouldn't we have hit that one first? Why wouldn't we have hit that one earlier, is what I meant. Yeah. Oh, it's a little droid. It's a Roomba. It's a death Roomba. It's several death Roombas. And drones. Gotta make sure that no one's gonna be anywhere near this. Can't detonate it till no one's nearby, including Roomba. Alright, we're good. Actually got through that part without killing anything with the spikes. I'll take it. That's a good start for this mission. That is a very good start for this mission.
Blow it! Get up there now! I'll cover you!
Me? Uh-oh. Oh, it's a cutscene. Doesn't matter. It's a cutscene. Never mind. Cutscenes are okay. Get zombies done in COD World War II. How hard would you say it is? It's not that bad
I think.
in World War II, at least for the base game. The base game isn't awful. Yeah, base game isn't that bad. Some of the DLCs are a little bit different story. But the base game really isn't that bad. Because the only harder trophy is the harder version of the Easter egg. And even that isn't really... If you have a group to do it with, it's not that bad. Definitely not as bad as, like, Black Ops 4 or anything like that. Some of the Black Ops 3 DLCs are definitely worse.
Not from here. I'm falling back to the safe house.
Do you remember what happened the last time you went to a safe house? Eat grenade. I really do like throwing grenades today. There have been a lot of those today. At least I can actually use them on this playthrough, but for the most part, just still try to focus on using a pistol. Just one about Vanguard, but for $5, you should get your money's worth. Yeah, that's true. Some trophies in Call of Juarez, the cartel. Got 2 trophies down. Nice. Everyone's still in the group, so maybe you can... A few online left. One person got kicked for being AFK. Yeah, hopefully. 50%, and they're making decent progress. Come on, go down. I don't know how I didn't kill that drone. We're actually very near the end of this mission, if I remember correctly. But then the missions get a lot longer after this. Like, Mission 8 is the one that has all those stupid flashback sequences. So, I will be curious to see how those go. Because I don't know if we're even going to have a pistol for those. We should have melee just fine. But I'd rather have a pistol. It'd be safer. Class 4 is never happening. Oh yeah, that's true. 3 of us got to tell JJ we'll be busy today. Might finish trophies Friday or Saturday. Yeah, you guys might be... Should be able to get it done by the end of the week. Man, that was actually a good shot. And that was a terrible attempt at a jump. Alright, as long as we advance, I think that'll force the teammates to eventually move forward. It's the other Roomba things that are a problem. Oh, are they infinite here? Oh, they might be infinite here. Alright, there we go. Got rid of one of them. Can't go around the other way. How did you survive that many? Ooh, so headshots aren't even one-shotting anymore. Because I guess they got head armor. Ah, it's just a little robot now. Alright, got through that part. Yeah, I think we're near the end of this mission. This isn't one of the longer ones once you figure out how to do the spike part.
Got a friendly down ahead.
Scanning for life signs.
That's lights out enough for me. Moving in.
Oh, I see a big robot down there. That's not
Give me a hand
fun.
with this.
One of those days for 99% of games you won't complain about getting for $5. That's fair. Is this realistic? Oh, heck no. There ain't no way I was trying this run on realistic. The pistol can't even kill anything in like less than 3 shots anymore. Oh, not this thing. Well, the good thing is, there is an RPG right here, and as I showed last time, the game considers this particular rocket launcher to be an RPG. I don't know why it considers this to be an RPG, but it does. I have no idea why, but for some reason, this launcher is considered an RPG, which means that we're not failing the run by using it. Surprisingly. I'm actually very surprised they gave it to me. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea why that's considered an RPG, but it is, so... Well, that hurt. Okay, then. I'm gonna need a better spot. This is not gonna be easy. These things are already a pain in the dick to deal with, so...
That ASP's rockets could bring down the whole block. Take it out.
Yeah, for some reason that's considered an RPG. I have no idea why. Yeah, I would never try to do a realistic difficulty challenge with, like, handgun only. That would be the worst idea I've had in a while. I doubt it would be possible. Veteran, maybe? Especially if I was allowed to use cyber cores, but I'm not using cyber cores either. And I have kept to that the entire time, no matter what. Come on, how many hits is this thing gonna take? That's 3. Probably 2 more. Pull back. Oh! This looks like a safer area to shoot from. Oh, this looks fairly safe. What controller do I use? I use the one that I bought with the PS5 in, like, late 2021. It's just a standard white controller. How more hits does this thing need? Is that enough? Nope, one more. Oh, this room is so much safer. Alright, is that gonna be it? Yep. Got him. Yep, at least that counts as an RPG. Might do that challenge one day, it's a good idea. Pistol on veteran. I mean, so far, this run has probably... Is that another one? Oh, of course there's a second one. God forbid my life be easy for once. Because, like, so far, it's just been the pistol and the RPG and the grenades. Just anything that Banning uses in the movies is allowed, so... I don't know if I'd do it for this game, though, just because, like, you might have more fun with veteran than some of the other games, unless you're playing this one in co-op or something. Which, That's something I never even mentioned, is that if you were to play this in co-op, I'm pretty sure that means you could get through without killing anything, at least so far. I don't know if that's gonna hold up. Yeah, technically I think that means you'd be able to just let your teammate kill everything. So theoretically, that might actually also be possible. It's another way to do it. If I run into anywhere that I would fail at, technically it would be doable in co-op. Martyrdom. Always nice. Yeah, I mean, I've done this challenge for, at this point, almost every Call of Duty that I have access to. Only ones I didn't do... Does that one not have a defensive system? Huh, it sure doesn't. That's weird. You know what? I'm not complaining. But yeah, like, the only ones that I haven't done that I have access to are Modern Warfare 2 from 2022. Didn't do that one. Oh, great, there's another one. Yeah, didn't do that one. Haven't done this for Black Ops 6 yet, because obviously that trophy's still broken, so I'm not reinstalling the game until it's fixed. If it's ever fixed. And then Black Ops Declassified, technically, maybe. We'll see about that. That probably wouldn't be streamed, though, because that game's so short. I think that game's only like 2 hours long, this campaign is. It's barely even a campaign at all. And then, like, Call of Duty 2, I can't do it for because I don't have access to that game. Call of Duty Big Red 1 wouldn't be doable because there's no handguns in the game at all. I mean, yeah, I could use melee, but that's about it. Call of Duty 3, I tried Call of Duty 3 at one point. I did Infinite Warfare, I did World War II. I think I did Vanguard. I'm almost positive I tried on Vanguard. And did reasonably well. And surprisingly, the most doable game has been Modern Warfare 3 2023. As dumb as that sounds, that is the one game that has worked out the best for this so far. I don't know why, but it did. I mean, it's partially because the game's so short. 14 out of the 15 missions were completely doable, no questions asked, just by shooting a pistol. And Cold War was fairly successful as well. Cold War was pretty fun, though. Alright. And we did it. Alright, Mission 7 is cleared. Under challenge parameters, that's 7 missions down, 4 to go. This
Hold up.
might somehow end up being the most doable.
We're missing something.
Missing what?
Bought some more games at GameStop. Still buy 2, get 1 free. That's nice. COD 2 Veteran was bundles of fun.
Systems down.
Yeah, I've heard that people say it's the hardest. A lot of people say it's the hardest one. Or very close to the hardest one. Alright. 4 missions to go. I think this next mission is when they really up the stupid, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think this next mission is when they really start to up the stupid.
There's something I have to tell you.
Where's Hendricks?
Are we supposed to imagine ourselves in a frozen forest? Demon Within. I don't think it's an insanely long mission, but it's definitely one of the stupidest missions in the game. Cold War was your favorite COD? It's probably my favorite one of the modern era. Of like the PS5 era. Not doing Black Ops 3 till you get a group in World at War as Prestige 10. The COD Classic is on your list.
Showing some...
And I'm pretty sure with World at War, you could probably just go through a few lobbies and eventually get into a lobby where they automatically give you 10th prestige. Of course, then that would be a problem because you got the 1 prestige trophy as well.
Egyptian allies are in position.
COD Classic is a,
Waiting for our go.
that's an experience too.
Kane!
Oh no.
Lost the doctor's vitals.
No, there's a vehicle mission in this game.
It means he's dead. Or about to be dead.
I don't remember this at all.
Leo, have your men hold position. We're coming in.
Is there seriously a vehicle mission in this game?
The embassy. Await all clear.
Please tell me this isn't... Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was just a cinematic so a robot could jump out and hump us. That's okay. Oh, this was all a cutscene anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. That does not bother me at all. Okay, how do I... I'm trying to remember how you kill this thing. I think it's like the ASP, you just have to stun it.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to...
I think you have to stun it first, and then... What is it doing this goofy jumping animation? That is a very... Okay, that thing's that off balance. Who invented this thing? If it's that off balance... Just from walking around this area, it's probably not the best creation. But yes, once again, the game does consider this to be an RPG, so I feel no negatives about using this exact gun that the game itself calls an RPG in earlier missions. Oh god. There's no checkpoints here either. Okay. Damn, but you won't do it because of your pride. I guess the only problem would be if it's something that isn't even your fault and someone just playing it randomly pops it, because I doubt you can do everything in private matches.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to lose...
Man! Okay, this fight's not gonna be easy without cybercore abilities.
Hall's on the move.
I don't know how many times you have to hit this thing either. Man! I feel like this probably isn't the place you're supposed to hide at either.
Operating at 70%. We gotta get through her to get to Taylor. Focus fire.
It's 70%. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to play this a little more carefully. True Achievements is reasonable about COD hacks. PSN Profiles isn't happy about them. There are people that, like, really want Black Ops 2 to no longer be, like, a blacklisted game, where if you accidentally get that trophy somehow, or get it no matter what. Because Black Ops 2 is by far the most worst hacked one on PlayStation 3. Shields? What is this, Star Trek? Star Wars? Mythbusters did a test. Magnets can't deflect bullets. Even if it's like the most powerful magnet in the world, it barely does anything to it. I am sitting right here until I can find somewhere to refill ammo.
Manticore energy down to 10%.
Oh, we might actually have it this time.
She's our only lead to Taylor. Bring her down.
I thought Kane was the enemy. Am I thinking of... I guess I'm thinking of something else. Okay, well that was a bit more difficult than I expected, but you know what? That's okay.
Hurry,
We got
have
through
to
it.
interface before we lose her.
Alright, let's go. Kiwami 2, Zero, and Lost Judgment Ultimate Edition are on sale. It's great. Still need to buy Lost Judgment. Heard it's one of the best. I never played any of them. Good thing you can still download all the episodes in Guardians of for Telltale. That is good. Because Telltale has had all those problems. Some of their older games. Okay, who's ready for Fever Dream?
Kane.
I am.
Hendricks.
It's Fever Dream time.
I don't think you quite appreciate
What is that? Understand what I'm telling you. Is that a baby?
If you thought Black Ops 6's Fever Dream mission was bad, this one is many times worse. And this isn't even the crazy one. The insane one's the very last mission.
Please listen to what I'm saying. The exchange of information.
Dead bodies.
If you remove humans from the diagnostic loop, there is no way
Zero, the
to-
best, or second. After you buy them, all you need is dead souls. That should have almost every game in the series. Pick up the child.
Can't be.
Yeah, I legitimately have no idea what happens during any of this, and I really don't care. Are we we're like interfacing with an AI or something, or we're interfacing with that woman? Wow, this has a lot of cutscenes. Holy cow. 6 or 7 in a row. Which Dead Souls and even the Fist North Star was on Xbox would buy them. The White Forest. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest.
Been buried for a decade. A program that in all probability had led directly to the Singapore disaster.
All right, you know the routine.
Story that no one understands or cares about with this game. More story and cutscenes. Hey, there we go. We're finally in the frozen forest.
Can you hear me?
I know what this is. This is Bastogne. I studied it at the academy. I cited it in my final paper as one of the greatest examples of courage and bravery in military history. One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are. I used to dream about it.
Yeah, you're not a psychopath at all. You used to dream about
You're the
this.
shortest straw of all. Welcome to Bastogne. Now get
Well, the
your
good thing
ass
is,
to the line.
they're all human enemies.
How is this possible? We're on the battlefield. World
No robots to deal with, so that's actually great. I should be able to speedrun this. You can actually speedrun several portions of this mission on realistic, because you can kind of run past stuff if you just use the camo correctly. This mission actually ain't that bad on realistic, if you just know how to use camo. And, you know, don't use pistols only and make mistakes like I am. If you're actually using, like, camo and cyber cores and stuff, this part isn't that bad. It gets harder, though. It gets a lot harder. It gets a lot harder later. There's a tank you have to take out that can, like, one-shot you on even on lower difficulties. Hope you can find a cheap copy somewhere. This COD campaign is torture. Yeah, it's definitely one of the stupidest. I don't think it's as bad as Modern Warfare 3 2023, but this one's definitely the most, like, entire game is a fever dream type of scenario, because well, no, the first half of the game is fairly grounded for being futuristic and all, and then it just devolves into whatever the hell we're at now. Diving into people's minds, Corvus, Taylor, Frozen Forest. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest where the train go boom. Hey, dancing! They're dancing! Look at them dance. You guys know you're supposed to walk away from there, right? I guess they lost that, I guess they forgot about that class in Bad Enemy Training School that I'm not allowed to mention their name on YouTube or else you get demonetized school. Oh, cheap bitch ain't spending $200 on a game. Oh, I wouldn't either. Unless it's a special edition of something. Yeah, I could speedrun this a bit more, but given my lack of camo, it's probably not a good idea. This camo is invaluable in this game. On realistic and veteran. I actually thought up a really, really idiotic challenge idea for Fallout 76. It's not something I would do. It's not something I would do, especially not alone. So don't worry, it's not something I'm ever going to do or stream unless I was like a bigger channel with a bunch of people that wanted to do it with me. Like a full 4-person group. Love a Dead Souls remake. We might get it someday. Hey, get shanked. I'm doing well. Maybe one day. But yeah, my idea for a run with Fallout 76, if you had like a big full group to get together. You need a 4-player group that's willing to suffer through it together. Because if 4 still holds up, I think Dead Souls and 3 getting a Kwame would be fantastic. Is that with Fallout 76, it's the first game to feature black powder weapons within the Fallout universe, as far as I'm aware. Which I'm very surprised was never in a previous game, because here's the thing about that. Eventually, normal ammunition's gonna run out. But the ammo that you can make for a muzzle-loading black powder pistol or rifle, you can make the ammo out of any scrap of lead, including out of old car batteries and stuff. And there's millions of those.
Don't you know?
And along
So
with
much
that,
suffering, so much pain. It wasn't just the
you also can make gunpowder. Like the black powder needed, you can actually make. Because obviously they made it hundreds of years ago without any industrialization or anything, so I'm very surprised that it's apparently the first Fallout game to use black powder weapons. I mean, yeah, technically there was a cannonballer in Fallout 4, but you get what I mean. Like actual old-school musket muzzle loaders. So my idea for terrible challenge idea... am I just starting this game up? No, I platinumed this game a few years ago, and 100%ed it a few years ago. I'm just doing this challenge run because I have the game installed because I'm helping someone, me and another guy are writing a guide for it. So that's the only reason why I'm playing it now, for this challenge run idea, because I've done these challenge runs for a lot of other Call of Duty games, most of the other Call of Duty games. I remember the wolves here being really annoying whenever they start popping up. I'm gonna get the 100%. Yeah, I already 100%ed the game a while back. Don't think you would live getting hit by a train. Oh, you meant an IRL train. No, I don't think you're gonna live through that. But yeah, my idea for Fallout 76 would be like, can you beat Fallout 76 as Mel Gibson from The Patriot? So that would mean like almost every weapon you would be allowed to use would just be the black powder rifles and pistols. So no explosives or any of that kind of stuff. I guess you could use a tomahawk because he uses that, so you could use a knife or a tomahawk or a bayonet, but other than that, it would just be the black powder rifles and pistols. I imagine that would be the most miserable possible way to play that game, though. Because even if you carried, like, 15 of them at once, like, even if, or, no, it's not 15, even if you carried a full inventory of them to where you could switch between them with the weapons wheel on the fly with the hotkey, I can't imagine that would be a fun way to play the game for more than an hour or two.
Later, they went after the strong.
Alright, now there's wolves. Of which I need to be kind of careful against, because they can kill you pretty quickly if you're not careful. Case in point. At least they go down pretty quickly from the pistol. Yeah, this part I remember being kind of annoying on Veteran No Death, and on Realistic for that matter. Because these things pop up out of nowhere and they one-hit you on Realistic. They like two-hit you on Veteran. Let your mind relax. In a frozen forest. He said the line. The second most memed on line from this game. And probably like the third or fourth most memed on thing from all of Call of Duty.
Sarah. Here's my voice.
Oh, she died. The end. Yeah, this platinum is insane.
Forced a DNI interface knowing that it would
You live near a
scramble
real
my
train, you'd
mind.
probably brag. In all honesty,
I had no
This game, it's definitely one of the hardest Call of Duty games,
Focus. Try to remember. What happened at the
but it's not the hardest one. Like, realistic and veteran no death, you can play them in co-op. And the ability to play them in co-op means you can revive each other and it doesn't void anything. Makes it many times easier. I did it all solo. And I still struggled more with Call of Duty World at War a number of years ago, when I first platinumed it. I struggled more with it back then, but I don't know how I would struggle with it now. And this game takes a lot longer. This game takes a heck of a lot longer than World at War or COD Classic, so I'd say this one overall is a little bit more grindy. Oh, you guys might be able to knock out those trophies. Nice. Hi, Aiden.
Couldn't be trusted. They couldn't take the risk.
Love Nick's World at War title, calling it kind of easy.
People really want to bury secrets.
I kind of want to go back and play the game again and see how I would feel if I played it in the modern day. Because when I first platinumed that, it was my first Call of Duty platinum, and it was like my first 20-ish overall platinums. It was early in my trophy days. And I was definitely not as good at games at that point, because I hadn't been playing for as long. So, now granted, I'm extremely impatient compared to people like Nick, so I don't know how that would have gone. But honestly, I wouldn't mind checking it out again and seeing how hard it actually is in the modern day. Because I remember he got through the sniper battle first try, which was insane.
When I wrote that paper, I hadn't even seen real combat yet.
Yeah, he got through that first try.
I read first-hand accounts of
He didn't die much on the first, like, 3 or 4 missions, or even, like, 5th mission he died a couple of times. I think that one, if you're careful.
This is the path I must take. The path we both must take.
But then, along with that... Oh, man. Go down, will ya? That was dangerous. Like, that was one, and then, I know he struggled a bit on Burn 'Em Out, which is generally considered one of the harder missions. And I know that he struggled quite a bit on Eviction because of a bad checkpoint or something, which that one can be tough. And he struggled the most, ironically, on the same mission where I struggled the most. Blowtorch and Corkscrew. He had this. That was his hardest mission, just like it was for me. So at least I'm not alone in that anymore. A big trophy YouTuber had the same exact struggle as I did for that particular mission, so I feel vindicated about that, because that was the mission that I had more trouble with that than I did with Heart of the Reich back in the day. Heart of the Reich was still a pain in the ass, and I'm sure I would still struggle with it now, but Blowtorch is so much longer as a mission as well. And he died quite a bit in Downfall as well, like in the early part of Downfall, which is pretty challenging. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Online are pretty good. It's just the game is very buggy online. So I thought about doing it on an alt. We need to finish mission, get a kill during a team entry. Started with Sly Cooper, nice. I think there's a tank or something here that we have to deal with. I'm not sure if it's something that I actually have to kill or not, or if my team might do it. But if they give us an RPG, it's okay. It seems like we're going to get these modern-day weapons, which means we should get an XM53 here, if we have to use it. So, the game, again, I've already established, counts that as an RPG. Alright, almost got through this first part of the level. And There's a lot of enemies here. Okay. Man, they just don't die. I think that as human enemies, they'd be weaker than the robots here, but now they're taking 4 or 5 hits from the pistol just fine. We're through it, though. Which you can use to make yourself invincible. Sniff quest 2 trophies later. Yeah, hopefully you guys can manage to get that. Anytime you get online trophies done is a good day. Especially boosted ones. So there's one camped out up here. I have no idea if I can hit him or not. Did he just survive a headshot? The first one I know hit his helmet, but that second one looked like he just survived it. Get him. Man, some of them are just eating bullets, though. And more of them drop in. Wonderful. And I think we're good. Keep moving forward. It's a light! Making low-carb strawberry ice cream. Ice cream actually isn't quite as bad for you as a dessert as some of the other things out there are I've seen. Which is kind of surprising. Like, it's really not quite as horrible for you as other desserts are. At least in terms of, like, carbs. I have no more 1-liter bottles of water. Well, I didn't actually buy any this week, so I'm on cans now. Ugh. 1-liter ones are very efficient, because they're the exact right size for a stream. First 2 chapters isn't great, but isn't awful either. Outside Vanguard, don't think you have any games with online planned. You might as well do all the online, so that includes, obviously, the clan trophy. And, like, you do have to hit prestige or whatever it is, but you can knock it out relatively quickly. I think there's ones for weapons and stuff as well that you have to do. Like, you have to level a weapon up or something. But that's just done by using the same weapon repeatedly.
The German Tiger tank. King Tiger, they called it. Immune to most munitions. Are you strong enough to defeat it?
That depends on what weapons you give me. If the Germans had employed it earlier in the war, they might have been more dangerous. But they took forever to actually employ them in the war. And, luckily, I have an RPG again. Because again, the game considers this particular launcher an RPG for some weird reason. I saw that in the first stream, so technically I'm not violating the challenge because I'm using something that the game itself classifies as an RPG. Maybe I'm ingesting a lot of copium or something, I don't know, but if the game calls it an RPG, I'm gonna call it an RPG. Doing the full 100% for Vanguard. You're doing the full 100% for it, oh dang. Well, the game at least doesn't have DLC, thankfully. You are getting saved there. Don't have any DLC to worry about. Come on, die. And in reality, like, veteran in that game really isn't that hard. The only real difficulty are those 2 specific trophies. If you played the game, you know the ones. Those 2 trophies are pretty terrible. There we go. A couple of them left. Alright. Wanted it to be unobtainable. The pistol is an RPG? No. this XM53 hybrid, for some reason, is called an RPG in this game. I don't know why. It makes no sense. But we found that out in the first stream of this game. Because one of the missions, it's the first mission where you have to deal with one of the ASPs or whatever they're called, which are the big walker tanks you can only kill with a combination of gunfire and an RPG, or rocket launcher. And the game straight up says, use the RPG to kill the tank, but the only launcher you have access to is the XM53, so by process of... I was about to say process of delusion, but process of, like, reading comprehension would technically mean that they consider the XM53 a rocket launcher for whatever reason, or they consider it an RPG for whatever reason. So again, maybe it's copium, but I'm going to say that we haven't technically failed because of that. 10k kills doesn't sound... The 10k kills isn't awful. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as, like, Modern Warfare 3 2023, but it's still a solid, like... Zombies is probably still a solid, like, 10 to 15 hour grind total to get everything. Where did you live? Yeah, being able to count RPGs in the future of these runs could make a difference. Oh, that was close. And being able to count RPGs in the future is huge. Grenades and melee, melee especially, is huge. Technically is allowed in these runs now. Because I rewatched all of the Olympus Has Fallen trilogy and just took a note of every single weapon that's used during the movies. Okay, so I got a bad story about this mission. When I was playing through this game on Veteran... That's dank. And trying to do the no-death run on Veteran, this mission completely screwed me.
This is out of control. We have to stop this.
Yeah, this mission just completely screwed me.
All that's left. All you have.
And it was like... Oh crap, he's got... Yep, now he's got defenses up. And the game was just like... Oh, you completed that whole objective? Congratulations! Now you're gonna go do it again because the game isn't going to spawn one of the enemies and you're gonna get soft-locked. As that happened one time, as I got soft-locked during that previous section outside of the church. As like an enemy wouldn't spawn or something and like occasionally... Like, we'd get hit by a bullet. Just nothing would ever happen with it. That was pretty frustrating. This part actually isn't as hard as it probably looks on Realistic because you can camo. And I'd be using something more powerful to get rid of the armor or the anti-capacity, whatever you want to call it. Been your backlog since 2012. Only 10 to 15. Yeah, it's not that bad of a grind. I would say no more than 20 hours probably for the zombies. And that's if you're like unlucky or slower at it or something. I would say it's probably not any more than 20 hours for the zombies. Because there are ways that you can more efficiently grind the kills. Like there are certain objectives you can do. And if you choose certain objectives, you can spend the... You can just basically infinitely farm kills during them. So it could have been worse. Okay, cool, yep. Thought zombies would have been a Black Ops thing, apparently not. Well, Sledgehammer had done zombies previously. Every Sledgehammer game has zombies. Because World War II had zombies, Advanced Warfare had zombies, though it was all DLC. And then Vanguard had zombies. Even though everyone hated it because it was so bad and uninteresting. Okay, well. So far on this mission, and we're near the end of it, technically, yes, I had to use the so-called RPG, but
Them all in cold blood.
technically, again, the game itself literally called it an RPG, so I'm gonna say it's acceptable.
Remember it.
Or at the very worst, just mark these missions as questionable and potentially possible. Oh, sorry, I should be that tired.
Where Taylor is.
Anyway,
This is out of
20-hour
control.
grind is a nice change from Yakuza and JRPGs. Oh, that's, I'm sure. Or even like Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, even though I'm still, again, like the only trophy YouTuber that actually enjoyed that game. It was also funny, though, because speaking of trophy YouTubers, because after Nick posted that video, with him saying, you know, that he thought the difficulty was definitely not quite an 8 out of 10, I actually posted to him, like, I'm the one that wrote the guide, and I wrote it higher because I've learned that if you rate the games a little too low, people get really, really pissed off at you
Did you find someone
if they
safe?
can't do it themselves. They get extremely angry if you underrate the difficulty of a game.
Mobile water refineries in the desert.
They get so pissed off. Whereas if you overrate the difficulty of a game, it might put a handful of people off from playing it.
Kane should be able to look.
But when people do choose to play it, one, they can't complain and say that the difficulty's too
What
low,
happened in Kevashet?
and more importantly, they get a nice sense of accomplishment for completing something that they thought was going to be even more brutal, where they go into it expecting it to be a little more brutal than it actually turns out to be and end up having a better time with it. Real simple, really. Because the ridiculous levels of hate I've gotten on a few guides for my difficulty ratings are kind of ridiculous.
I have done
I see they changed the trophy picture for Astro. Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
We're there from the beginning.
I have no idea why.
CIA, DNI,
People hate when you underrate games.
got incoming.
I feel like you underrate almost everything compared to, like, my skill level in particular.
Tell me about the frozen.
As you played so many more 8s and 9s in difficulty, even working on 10s.
Just an idea I planned.
It's your fault I suck at the game. Yeah, that's pretty much...
It was meant to help them
People will
fight.
be like, I can't get this platinum because of your stupid mistake in your guide for rating the difficulty too low. And it's like,
Killed over 300,000 people.
It wasn't my
I get that most heavily on Destroy All Humans 2020 remake,
Extreme, the test.
which I admit
Experiences.
does have some annoying parts to it with the
Was no
challenges.
longer under control.
I will admit that it's annoying. I have it rated as a 4 out of 10.
Who was?
A 5 out of 10 is medium difficulty of all existing games.
Project was under the direction
It ain't a 5 out of 10.
Sebastian.
It's not quite there. Yes, a few of the challenges are definitely brutal and annoying, but
The disaster he
overall I
relocated
can't
to
see
the
it being
headquarters.
any higher than like a 4, maybe at most a 5 out of 10. Like at absolute most, maybe a 5 out of 10. And it's funny because
Right?
according to videos and stuff, that is in agreement with Nick, Illusion, and I think one of the other trophy YouTubers
You heard what
have all agreed on my difficulty rating for that. As I've communicated through comments with Nick, Illusion, Platinum Pace, and a couple of others, as a guide writer, channel may not be anywhere near as big, but I write so many guides that a lot of people probably start to know at least what my name is. Because I've written enough guides at this point.
monsters are trying to kill us.
Okay, yeah, so now there's zombies. Now the campaign has zombies in it. Because I have no fucking idea why. that's my answer to this. We got zombies now, because I have no fucking idea why they want to do this, but they did. So now we get to play zombies. Traditional Call of Duty zombies. I'm wondering how many of y'all have never actually seen the later parts of this campaign. And just how weird this must be if you haven't. It gets a lot weirder. It gets a whole lot weirder than this, though. We're only, like, barely starting to cross the threshold into weird stupidity in this game. If you thought Black Ops 6 was bad with its weirdness and stupidity, this one is so many times worse. There might have actually been an accolade here to where you had to kill all the zombies, like, before they got into the house. But you could do that with the Draken, at least. Have the Draken with the thermal scope on it so you could see everything. Or no, I think it was like you had to get through it either using only melee or, like, without getting hit or something. One or the other. Biggest hit you've gotten, Trivia community is saying Souls-like are overrated. I feel like for anyone who's either good at them or experienced with them would probably agree with you.
Who are you? What do you want?
Like, Lizard Guy is a big fan of the Soulsborne games. And he's actually pretty good at most of them. At least, like, Dark Souls Remake, Bloodborne, Sekiro. He's actually really good at Sekiro, which I feel like isn't a super common one. Elden Ring, of course. I don't know if he's done Demon Souls or Dark Souls 2 and 3, though. I don't know if he's touched either of those yet. He might not have done those ones yet, or maybe not both of them. I don't remember this section lasting quite this long, though.
A second surge of chemical and electrical activity in a dying brain. Short-circuiting the DNA.
As the Dark Souls fans say, get good. Pretty much.
Thoughts.
Better if you overrate the difficulty so less people do them than in having a rare platinum. That too, yeah. But at least if you overrate the difficulty, they don't really... people aren't going to be mad at you about it. Like, you overrate the difficulty, they're not going to be, like, mad about it or anything at you, so... They're going to be like, hey, I don't think this game's quite that difficult. But they end up finishing it and getting their platinum trophy, and then they're happy. They have a potentially very rare platinum.
I can't let go.
YouTuber named Gray Scott said he got a lot of hate for calling Wolf 2 an 8.
You have to end it, please.
I mean, from what everyone's told me at this point,
Let me go.
I wouldn't be overly surprised if it ended up being a 9. I don't know about an 8, but I guess I'll find out when I do it for 1,000. Unless, like I mentioned before, say Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas gets a remake or remaster, I would love to do Fallout 3 as my 1,000th platinum if it were to get a remake or remaster, and if it was timed perfectly or something like that. In that case, that's something I would have to do, because that was my very first platinum, and it's one of my favorite games of all time, and one of my favorite platinums of all time. So I would at least have my reasons for it. Only from software game you played you found difficult was Sekiro. And yeah, that's the thing, is like, Lizard Guy's actually good at Sekiro. Probably better at Sekiro than he is at, like, Bloodborne or Dark Souls. I'd still say he's probably better off at Elden Ring, though, out of any of them. So from what I've talked to him, I'd say he's probably something like Elden Ring, Sekiro, and then, like, Bloodborne and Dark Souls sort of together, if I had to take a guess. You get to it, you only think you would call it a 9. He motivated you to do it.
Even under the grip of
Don't
the
matter if
NRC
Wolf 2 is super
occupation,
difficult. Every player on PlayStation is just paying people to beat mine leaving for him. What?
One day the WA can repay their allegiance and give them
Never
the
gonna happen.
support
We
they
all know
deserve.
you're gonna play that game day one. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. If it happened, it would be day one. But I'm just saying if it, like, were to line up perfectly. Uh-oh. Okay. Launch an air assault. Yeah, this is a vehicle mission. Okay. Let me think for a second. Remake were to happen right when you're at $9.99. Oh, that would be amazing if it happened. That would be perfect. Because I would literally, like... I'd probably stream that game 24/7 to get the Platinum Trophy in a day or two. With all the DLC and stuff. Unless they really change stuff up. I gotta think for a second here. Let me see if I can plug in a second controller. I've got an idea. Because I forgot about this mission being a thing. This one is a vehicle portion to it. And I don't think it's one of those that you can get through without shooting. It might be. Okay, add controller for split screen. Tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to try it solo at first and see if it's one of those times where you can get through without shooting anything. It's happened more often than you probably think it has in these past runs. So, we're going to try that first.
Where are we again?
If it fails, then I will plug in a second controller and try some workarounds.
Singapore, one of my favorite places. Apart from all the ones
So let's see what happens.
We've got an appointment with our new LNO.
What's going to be 900? I don't know yet. I thought maybe like Shadow of the Colossus or the Outer Worlds. Probably not the Outer Worlds because that one's not a particularly hard platinum.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I've sort of thought like Shadow of the Colossus if I decide to go back to it. Unfortunately, I can't stream on the PS3 anymore because that old capture card doesn't work. It works for recording video, but it won't stream for some reason. I don't know if it's the capture card or my computer or maybe even the PS3. But I should still be able to record on it, so...
Copy that, Khalil. We are inbound. Priority
That's why it's been losing so much rarity. It's lost like 17% rarity.
Okay, let's clear the way for the Egyptian infantry assault.
It's definitely a lot more common than it was. Okay, yeah, so first off, we're gonna see if I actually need to kill anything here. That's number one. We're gonna see if I actually have to kill anything. Because again, you'd be surprised at how many times you can get away with not killing anything.
I was close. Watch out for that flak.
Damn, this guy's good. Sights locked.
If this doesn't work, we're gonna try playing in split screen and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I've got a lock.
But if it does... Get 200 plats here at 183 right now, nice. Think I need a new capture... I probably do need a new capture card for it, because that one's my original capture card from like 2015 or something. So it's 10 years old now. Holy crap, it's actually that old. But streaming from the PS3 is also a pain in the ass. Just because of the way you have to set it up. Okay, so you do have to shoot this thing down. So I am going to try 2 players and see if maybe that makes it work. I don't know if it will, but I'm at least going to give it a try because I refuse to give up on this. We're 8 missions in out of 11, and we're successful so far. I refuse to give up on it that easily. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Layan. 3-hour class. At least less people are doing the German version. That's good. I'm going to go pee real quick because I've had a shitload of coffee today. Long story. When I get back, I'm going to plug in that second controller, and we're going to try this in split screen and see if maybe we can keep the run going. I really hope we can, because the first 8 missions have been successful, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. 3-hour course on the power of AI. I feel like we can just look at Elon Musk's Twitter to see what AI is doing at this point. You wouldn't say vehicle missions avoid the challenge. Yeah, but here's the thing, like... in so many previous cases... Okay, then. Can I seriously... Oh, you've got to be joking. Is this stupid thing... Can you only play Black Ops 3 online? I thought that was a newer issue. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, network features can't be used. That's totally fine. I don't care about that. Because, like, so many times in the past, I've been able... Play online or... Okay, that's fine. I don't want to play online or a local area network. That's totally fine. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, now I'm really confused. I am extremely confused right now. I think it's gonna work. I think this is actually gonna work. Because, like, in so many previous cases, I've been able to get through vehicle sections without even shooting anything. It's worked a bunch of times. Not every time, of course, but... Oh, this is about to be an experience. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Let me make sure I at least have a class with a pistol in it.
Air assault on the aquifer drilling platforms, where we believe Taylor and Moretti are holed up.
I do. I don't have the attachments that I would like to have on it. But you know what? It'll do the job. It will do the job. Okay, you know what? It's good enough.
Once again, we've got the full support of the Egyptian army.
This is the stupidest thing I've done for a challenge run in a while.
Even under the grip of the NRC occupation.
Oh, God. Well, the cybercores don't matter because I'm not using them. The fact I can only use one kind of sucks. Okay, well... I have no idea how this is going to go. Only apply to missions where you have a choice for a weapon. Yeah, but this is the rule I've applied to the challenge in every game so far. And given that this is one of the few games where you can play in co-op, I am legitimately curious to see what happens. And that actually makes me think with... If I went back to do this challenge for World at War, I bet World at War would be possible. There's only 2 missions in World at War that you can't play in co-op. Vendetta and Black Cats. You can do Vendetta pistol only. I proved that when I played through the game. You can do it pistol only because you can kill the sniper with the pistol because it has some weird issue with its ammo. And you can do Black Cats without killing anything. I did that on video as well.
I can't explain. Things I shouldn't have seen.
So, if I were to play World at War in co-op, especially split-screen co-op, it should technically also be doable. I never even thought of that all those years ago. Bought Astrobot? Ooh, nice. Heals is non-pistol, but you're banning his driven vehicle. He's driven vehicles, but he's never used guns in vehicles, is the thing. He actually hasn't used vehicles that much. He's usually not the driver, he's usually just the gunner, to be honest. Say it's hard to go up, partner. Go upside down. Give it like a 4 out of 10. Oh, God. Yeah, this is going to go real well, isn't it?
Hendricks, proceed to the platform. We'll rendezvous when we're done.
Copy all. Clear 'em out quick.
Alright. Basically, player 2 has to do everything.
Gotta get a missile lock.
Sights locked.
Having trouble shaking this one. Coming around.
Shoot him down. There we go.
Damn, this guy's good.
Watch that ground fire. I'm in the lead.
On.
Pulling up and breaking left.
I got a lock.
We gotta be Maverick here. We gotta be Maverick. Or Poe Dameron.
I have visual on 3
One or the other.
Vector 103 Echo.
We gotta be able to shoot stuff down.
Keep them off the Egyptian ground forces.
Yeah, we gotta be either Poe Dameron or Maverick here.
Around. Target locked. Push them towards the platform.
No.
2-1.
That's not good.
Sights locked. Fire.
They're too fast.
That is not good.
Taking this one. Coming around. I have visual on 3 bogeys.
So they change it for co-op to where both players actually have to shoot stuff down.
I got a lock. Missile away. He's history.
Unless I can do this really quickly. Maybe if you were in 4-player, it's different. I don't know. Maybe it's somehow different in 4-player.
Target locked.
Like, maybe it gives you more leeway in 4-player.
Watch that ground fire.
One more idea. Drop the difficulty to recruit and see what happens. I don't think it'll make a difference.
Coming around. Gotta get a missile lock.
Damn, this guy's good.
We're gonna try it.
I'm in the weeds. Pulling up and breaking left. I have visual on 3 bogeys. Changing vector 103 Echo.
I got a lock.
Watch that ground fire. Pulling hard right. Got one of my tail lock on.
Okay.
Maneuverable.
Maybe if I shoot him down fast enough, it'll work. I don't know. Just grasping at straws here because it seems like the run might actually fail here on a mandatory vehicle section that this time you can't either skip or get through without Yep. Alright then. Well,
Sights locked.
that is unfortunate. You cannot beat Call of Duty Black Ops 3 as Agent Banning. You can't do it. I was honestly really confident with this run, but you can't do it. That is so sad, honestly. I thought it was going to be doable. Oh, nope, not that button. But of all things, it's a vehicle mission that ended it. I think I have to close out of the game, actually, to reset this. That sucks. That really sucks. I don't know, maybe if you did it in 4-player, it would make a difference. You know, like Black Ops 3 storyline. Oh yeah, the Black Ops 3 storyline is idiotic, and no one has any idea what the hell happened during it. Cowabunga Collection coming to PS Plus. Yeah, apparently you have, like, there's cheats or something, or debug menu with it. But yeah, you can do this game in 4-player co-op, surprisingly. 4-day would be cool, but online is shut down. Yeah, was that one of the ones where it's just like you have to upload a mask or a picture or something? Just like with one of those Cabela's games that I could never do. Yeah, and that's the thing about this game, is that you can do realistic with 4 players, which would make it so much easier. And in all honesty, I've mentioned this before, I really think that the most difficult part of the game might have been the veteran no-death runs.
Increasing prevalence of drones.
Because with realistic, you can die all you want, and you can sort of just, like, brute force your way from checkpoint to checkpoint using camo and other cyber abilities. Whereas with Veteran, since you're doing it no death, you can take a few more hits, sure, but you can't rush through things like that.
Hey, Hendricks. Where are we again?
Well,
Singapore. One of my
the
favorite.
run unfortunately fails here, but we're going to see if 10 out of 11 missions are doable.
With our new LNO inside the quarantine zone.
So even though we can't get through this mission,
Tell me
at least not the
exactly
first
what
part of
happened
it.
when you interfaced with Hall.
I saw
And that's the more insulting part, is it's only part of the mission where we have to use the gun, the fighter jet, because I think you fight on the oil rig. I'm almost positive you fight on the oil rig. It's not entirely in the air. It's not like that one mission in Modern Warfare 3 2023 when you were in the AC-130 the whole time.
Priority 1 is elimination of
Glad they don't do that anymore. Yeah, like, realistic
Let's clear the way for the Egyptian.
wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, because you can do it in co-op, and you can have a really good equipment set up for it.
break formation and take them out.
And if you play it in co-op with the right equipment, it's not going to be all that horrible. If your team has like any idea what they're doing, it's not going to be all that horrible.
2 more closing in on your position.
Yeah, like, I do have to wonder now, like, what it would be like if you played it in 4-player co-op, if that would make any difference? If maybe then one player could slack off?
That was close. Watch out for that flak. Lock on.
I don't know if they could, but maybe?
I have visual on 3 boats.
Again, I'm just grasping at straws here, just trying to figure out if there's any possible way this run could have possibly succeeded. Because it was so good up until now. Even under the new rules, it's going to end up failing. Now, again, Modern Warfare 3 2023 would not change under the new rule set, because every mission was doable except the AC-130 mission. That one obviously wasn't changing.
Taking heavy fire over here. We need a rally at the platform.
Copy that. Cleaning up and adjusting our vector.
And then Cold War wasn't changing either, because red light, green light required you to use a mounted turret at one point, and you can't get away with not using it. And there was one other mission in that game that you couldn't do it for either. I don't remember what the issue was, but there was another mission that you couldn't do either. Where, like, you had to use a vehicle or something, or a turret, or, you know, something along those lines. Now, where has this overpowered aircraft been this entire playthrough so far? We've had weapons like this available to our team this whole time, and apparently we aren't smart enough to actually use it. And we're supposed to be like the best of the best, the cream of the crop as they call it. The Black Ops forces.
Good job. Khalil, air defenses are down.
Constantly assist. We're starting our assault. If you can cut off the NRC comms, it'll make our job easier.
Solid copy. We're on it.
How do we do that?
Comms? This is bullshit.
Well, at least accuracy doesn't matter.
We need to find him.
We'll find them. Just focus on air support while we take care of these comm towers.
Well, they spawn infinitely while we're up in the air, so it doesn't help.
Don't you realize what's happening? Taylor's already made a deal.
Oh yeah, they added the teenage... That's right, they added Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Call of Duty for some reason. Also, oh, we are still on regular, okay. I wasn't sure if it had changed after I tried it on the other difficulty on the co-op. Has there ever been a COD game without a vehicle mission? Let me think back on that. Hey, drone, Talon drone, that was very rude of you. Call of Duty 3 had tank missions, 2 of them, I believe. Oh, that's a rape. Oh, okay, no thank you. No, 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 no. We don't want that. Yeah, COD Classic had them. I don't know about Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 3 had them. Both COD Classic and Call of Duty 3 had like 2 or 3 vehicle missions. Big Red one has a vehicle mission. You're in a bomber. And a tank mission. I don't know about final, or whatever the fuck the PS2 version was called. Then Call of Duty 4 has an AC-130 mission. Modern Warfare 3, the original, has an AC-130 mission. Modern Warfare 2 has vehicle segments. I don't think it has it doesn't have a full vehicle mission. And a lot of the vehicle sections you can get through without shooting in that game. Black Ops 1 has the helicopter mission. Actually, a couple of helicopter segments as well. Advanced Warfare, the first half of one of the missions is vehicle heavy. Ghosts has space satellite mission, where you legitimately use a satellite to blow shit up. And then Black Ops 2 has... Yeah, Black Ops 2 has a plane mission toward the end of the game, or part of a mission, along with all of the Strike Force missions that are kind of different with how they play. Infinite Warfare has a bunch of vehicle missions with the Jackals. That game was very different, though, with how it played. World War II might not have had a vehicle mission. Vanguard has a vehicle mission, has a plane mission. Cold War, you can get through a majority of the vehicle sections without killing anything, but there's one or two vehicle sections you can't get through. Modern Warfare 2019, I think, has a vehicle mission. Or does it? I don't really remember for 2019. Modern Warfare 2 2022, I think, might have a vehicle mission, but I honestly don't remember because no one cares about that game. Black Ops 6, I think, I know it has at least one tank section. I specifically remember there being a tank section. Whoa, okay, what was that lag? Okay, game. That wasn't cool. COD 2 had a tank mission. Oh, okay, gotcha. 2 fights with Twitter idiots over something you don't talk about here. Yeah, I guess don't mention it here, but Twitter has a lot of stupid people and degenerates and weird fighting that doesn't need to be a thing. So yeah, there's not a lot, if any, Call of Duty games that don't have some sort of vehicle missions. It's like even the old Call of Duty games technically have vehicle missions. I mean, like Call of Duty 4, again, that's an AC-130. Modern Warfare 3 has an AC-130. And then... yeah, Black Ops 1 with its helicopters. Black Ops 2 with its Strike Force missions. Maybe Modern Warfare 2 Original is the closest thing to not having it, because you're only ever in turrets or using, like, a fully automatic machine pistol. I think that actually is the case, because I don't think that there's ever a part where you pilot a vehicle in Modern Warfare 2, in the original Modern Warfare 2. That might be the closest we got to it. Because we had it in Ghost, had it in Advanced Warfare, had it in Infinite Warfare. Had it in World War II for like one portion of one mission, but I don't know if you could have potentially skipped through that. Vanguard, there was at least one full mission of it. Cold War didn't, but there were still several areas you couldn't do. That's actually really weird to think that like Call of Duty's never had a game without a vehicle mission. I never realized that before, but that's what it sounds like, is that pretty much all of them, except maybe the OG Modern Warfare 2, have had dedicated vehicle missions. 'Cause every game has a vehicle mission. Yeah, pretty much. At this point, I think it's pretty much all of them. Which is sad, because I guess it means this run, except maybe the OG Modern Warfare 2, which I wouldn't mind trying that again on the campaign remaster. With cheats and stuff, so I have like infinite ammo and stuff. Now that I know I can use melee and RPGs, it might actually be different. Because that was actually one of the most successful runs back in the day. Like, that was actually one of the most successful runs I had. Like, that one was high up. OG COD 4 ranked pretty highly. Black Ops 2 ranked pretty highly because you could select your weapons. OG Modern Warfare 3, I don't think did that well. Modern Warfare 2019 didn't do that well. Whoa! Okay, I have no idea what just happened there. They all just got, like, stun locked. What the? What was that? Okay, I have no idea what that was. Oh, was it a rats? I didn't realize the exploding Roomba boys were here. That's exactly what it was. It was a Roomba. How was she not safe back there? Like, you were literally protected this whole time. I'm also out of ammo. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, thank God there's a mobile armory. And we still have my rocket launcher just in case I need it. My RPG, according to the game. And we gotten angry over your gaming opinions on Twitter. Yeah, people are just oversensitive and stupid.
We can still get there first. Let's go.
Well, this is just insane to think. Like, of all things, this mission is the one that's gonna screw me on this run. Well, actually, no. Modern Warfare 2019, now that I look back at 2019, did it have a vehicle mission? Because that was a short campaign. Compared to the Modern Warfare 2 from a couple years later. That one was a pretty short campaign. I'm trying to remember if it actually had a vehicle mission or not. It had, like, segments where you could use, like, a UAV with Predator missiles and stuff. That's another can down. I'm probably going to need to go to the grocery store and get more. Imagine yourself in a frozen forest. Frozen forest. Frozen forest. It's a frozen forest. Also, isn't this an oil rig? Why the hell is it filled with water?
Stay with me.
Blocked by someone because they hate the character they liked. That's happened to me before for hating on The Last of Us 2.
Why? Why were my systems shutting down?
It didn't.
I checked your diagnostics.
Okay, so there might be a few to go back and try
Probably the
again.
same as Taylor's team.
Symptoms of what?
Yeah, there might actually be a couple to go back. There are going to be several that I kind of want to go back and retry under the new rules. Like COD 4, there's no point of retrying.
It was born inside the test subjects, and now it lives inside all
World at War is worth retrying because of its co-op feature. I'm kind of curious about now. MW2 is worth retrying. MW3 is not. The original MW3 is not, nor is the new one. Neither of those.
Hive mind, growing from the experiences of everyone.
Advanced Warfare, there's no point of retrying. Infinite Warfare, there's no point of retrying. Black Ops 1, maybe. would have a point of retrying, but I don't know. Black Ops 2 doesn't. There's no way that one's going to get cut down. Ghosts doesn't really have a purpose, I don't think. Advanced Warfare doesn't. Yeah, there might still be a few to go back and try again and just see what happens. Modern Warfare 2, I think I could get further, because I know that there were at least a couple of missions in Modern Warfare 2 that were failed due to using melee.
Military outside the CIA.
Specifically melee, which is something that I can now, you know, actually use.
Stay with me.
So that one probably would be more doable. That might be the next one I try at some point. We'll see. We will see.
Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I got that same feeling.
Just how Wendy's got a Baconator and 10 Chicky Nuggies.
Up here.
Solid choice. The Baconator is surprisingly quite delicious. And I would definitely say that Wendy's has the best chicken nuggets in the game. Though I will give McDonald's credit, they've got really good buffalo sauce for their nuggets. Yeah, they got real good buffalo sauce. Hey, dumbass, that door was explosive. Why did you walk right into
They knew
it?
we were coming.
Okay, you have to go now. They're trying to box you in. Do you copy?
They're trying to box you in! Do you copy? Oh, this part was a little bit annoying on realistic just because you get ambushed and you have like no cover and there's a bunch of robots. This has got to be robots, of course. If I had an EMP grenade on that, it would have been easier. Yeah, Wendy's, I think, is pretty solid. But McDonald's, like I said, I think definitely has, like, better buffalo sauce for the nuggets. It's cheaper. And the McDonald's fries are still the best in the game. And there will be no arguments otherwise. Unless, like, whoever it is starting to use beef tallow. I think it's Steak and Shake said they're going to start using beef tallow again to cook their fries. They may very well compete now. There's only one Steak and Shake I know of anywhere around here. It's kind of out of the way, but I need to try it if that's going to be a thing.
They just keep coming. The NRC assault is relentless. We are struggling to gain a foothold in this fight.
Baconator's $9.29.
Secure the platform.
God, I remember when it was like $5 or $6
Staying here, are you following me?
and it was
What's our best
massive.
chance to locate Taylor?
I remember back in like 5th or 6th grade when we went to a Wendy's on like a field as part of a field trip. Not as the destination of the field trip, but just for the meal on our field trip. We were all just joking about like who here is going to be able to eat a full Baconator or whatever. And we're trying, and we thought it was like the greatest thing in the world if someone in our group was able to eat a full Baconator. Whereas nowadays I could eat probably without the, if you take the buns off, I could eat at least 2 of them. Maybe 3 of them without the buns, and just the meat and cheese.
Watch the fire from those ground units. These guys know how to maneuver.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that we're not playing in co-op anymore, because I would have failed here too, because I'm sure that both sides would have had a different thing to shoot down.
We can outmaneuver them. Keep your throttle to the wall. I've got this one.
But yeah, I mean, McDonald's has the best fries and the cheapest prices on a lot of stuff. Wendy's, I think the Baconator is solid, and their nuggets are way better. Burger King, I think, has good burgers, but I also haven't had them in years, so I honestly don't know anymore. KFC has decent chicken. I'm gonna say decent because the last time I went there, the chicken was, like, kind of soggy and not that good. The biscuit was fantastic, but they have the best biscuit of anyone.
Let that happen. Shift focus to supporting the ground force.
Pushing forward.
Now, why... You know, why couldn't we have just, like, dropped a tactical nuclear bomb on this rig? I mean, seriously. By now, the technology's 100 years old. Other countries are gonna have it if they want it. They never say who these different alliances are. It's like they never mention any actual countries like China or Russia or Iran or North Korea or anyone in this, so... Ooh, that's a lot of enemies right down there to kill. Come on, do your job up there, hacker people.
Send me the security feed.
Transmission incoming!
We're too late. He's on his way out.
Oh, he's escaping. That's unfortunate. And like because he crapped all over Joel and Ellie and made them both villains for no reason. And Abby the hero. Oh, we're talking about The Last of Us 2 now, the game that I still haven't played. And don't plan to play. Because I still love The Last of Us 1. Fantastic game.
Okay, what's our best route to his position?
Well,
Still a classic from the PS3 era, but Last of Us Part 2 I have no interest in.
You got a suggestion?
Muratti's still in the hangar. Khalil's men are already headed that way.
Copy.
Never point of playing something I don't like unless it's going to be on a shovelware stream. My once every 10-month shovelware stream. Which we're getting closer to that. Probably another maybe 2 months. And we'll be on our next, Platinum Dumpster Dive for the period of time. Which is always exciting. Now that I've cut down so much on, like, shovelware and stuff. But I've got plenty of games lined up for Dumpster Dive 2025. So that'll be fun in a few months. I got plenty of games already lined up. I can get some more, though. Yeah, Dumpster Dive, the yearly Dumpster Dive is a lot of fun. Get drunk, hang out with people, yell about how stupid the games are, get a bunch of platinums out of nowhere. It's an event. It's like a festival. It's like the Fosnog Day Festival currently going on in Fallout 76, which I need to go log on to once this stream's done and play a little bit. Because I missed, like, the entire first week of Fosnocked, which sucks. KFC mac and cheese. I think their mac and cheese is okay. It's not bad. It's not great, though. Only got so much worse than Last of Us 2. Yeah, I only played one. On release, don't remember it. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't plan to. I certainly don't plan to. Because I still love the original. If you like the original, definitely don't play the sequel. I haven't had KFC in a long time, saw someone was suing them for food poisoning. I guess that doesn't really surprise me. I'm more surprised that's not Wing... What the fuck just happened? That was weird. I'm more surprised that Wingstop isn't getting sued. If it's gonna be like a chicken-based restaurant, I'm surprised Wingstop isn't the one getting sued at this point. I've seen all the reports of people, like, of their orders just not being cooked. And the fact that they have, like, the worst wait times ever of, like, any restaurant that serves wings I've ever seen. I got a local place around here that does burgers and wings that does them a million times better. They taste great. Like, I like some of Wingstop's sauces, but that's really about all they got going for them. And that's barely an advantage. Yeah, let's get that ammo, because I am legitimately out of ammo. We will not let him get away. Keep going. Let your mind relax. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest. Like I said, if anyone hasn't seen this game's campaign, it's turning into a fucking fever dream, and it only gets worse from here.
Slow down.
So if you have any idea what's going on, please let me know in the comments. Because I really have no clue. Stream where you get more plats and you get completions in a year. Yep, pretty much. Do you like the bowls? I haven't had one of the bowls. Wingstop when you dormed. Yeah, like, we finally got one in my town, and it's like, they're so freaking slow. Like, they're always late on orders and stuff. And, like, they usually get the orders right, but they're so freaking slow, and sometimes the fry order is so small and soggy that it doesn't even need to be there. They've got some good sauces, but...
You haven't learned anything, have you?
Diaz and Hall are dead.
honestly, I'd rather go to the local place. It's noticeably better in, like, every way.
Give yourself up. I will personally guarantee your safety.
Boneless wings, so chicken nuggets. I don't care what anyone says. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets with a different name. That's exactly what they are. They're literally just chicken nuggets with a different name. And don't get me wrong, I love chicken nuggets if they're made the right way, but we can't be calling them boneless wings. They're literally just chicken nuggets. There's no such thing as boneless wings. You're either wings or chicken nuggets. Again, I love nuggets. If they come from the right place, I love them. But they ain't wings. Boneless or not. In my opinion.
You can trust me. You'd better get your head down. You may be a fucking badass, but you're not a mortal.
This part isn't actually as horrible unrealistic because you can just hide and camo and just snipe everything. Ow. Well, that would have killed me unrealistic, but we're not unrealistic, so it's okay. I'm going for him. Let me kill all the dangerous enemies first. Do you really want me to die, Hendrix? Well, that's mission 9. Cleared. 2 missions left. 9 cleared. One of them partially requires other weapons. Of course it does. Oh, wait, that's not it. Wait, what? I don't remember this. I remember there being another part to this. I only have 2 mags left. I only have 2 magazines left. Oh, this is bad. I only got 2 mags left. Oh, he just done got crushed by an air conditioner. That's highly unfortunate for him. He maybe shouldn't have stood under the air conditioner. Stupid cinematics, let's go. You don't like the fries at Wingstop, especially if you get them delivered? Oh, yeah, if you get them delivered, they're soggy and gross, and you don't always get a lot of them. If you get them from in the store, they're a little bit better. Saucy nugs. I haven't done the saucy nugs yet. I don't know, that particular option doesn't appeal to me quite as much. It might be good, I don't know. Oh, good, what a basketball game. Good. Alright, we got 2 missions to go. Let's get moving. Let's get moving.
About what happened? What you said.
Lotus Towers. This, I don't think, is a particularly long mission. Life is another story.
Can't focus on that now. I was wrong.
This mission isn't too bad. Life is a whole nother story entirely.
The infection. The thing inside of Taylor, inside of Hendrix, inside of me.
There's a lawsuit down here in Ohio that boneless wings, really? I guess I'm not that surprised there would be some kind of random lawsuit. Because everything gets sued these days. Heard that Dead Ops Arcade 3 save file on PS4 transfers to the PS5. Believes you. Really?
People of the city haven't given up.
That would be interesting if there was any sort of carryover. If that was true, I sure as hell didn't know about it when I played it. I sure as hell didn't know anything about that. Because I would have used that. So, if it's a real thing, I didn't know anything about it. Can you skip cutscenes in Vanguard? I would think so? Maybe after you beat in the game once, but I don't know, maybe you can't, because it's been 2 or 3 years since I played Vanguard, so might not be able to.
I'll overheat the NRC dead network.
Okay, people are randomly fighting and killing and shooting one another for no good reason here, so...
General Hakim is giving a speech on the balcony. Remember, the attack...
Who is this general that we're attacking? Apparently someone that can kill me.
Okay.
Because I wasn't really focusing on the game at all.
That's our target. Once you're there, I'll overheat the NRC dead network.
Once the NRC realize what they're
Again, this game's story makes absolutely no logical sense and doesn't need to be here because it's so stupid.
every step of the way. He is giving a speech on the balcony. Remember, the attack must be brutal. It needs to be a statement, a symbol of strength.
That's the problem, was the guy sneaking around the corner there.
Cairo waits to attack on the jet of General Hakim. Head from the
Yeah, this mission isn't super long, but the next mission is the one I'm really worried about. Because that is one of the longest missions from what I remember in Call of Duty history. Meat. Biff. Biff. I want the biff.
Do it must be done.
Crows, for some reason.
How the hell did you...
Dead. Great. Keep moving forward. Let's go. People get guns. Keep moving. Get ammo. Bones and boneless wings and get up prevented swallowing one. In July 2024, eyes 4-3 in a favorable restaurant in a lawsuit filed by a customer who swallowed a bone in a boneless wing. That's so dumb. That makes no sense. If it says boneless, shouldn't they expect it to potentially not have any bones in it? I can't agree with the Supreme Court on that one, but that's your state Supreme Court, so that's a little bit odd. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I agree with that one at all. Yeah, this day, I drank a lot of coffee earlier. Believe it or not, you do not care about Vanguard story. Neither did I. Speaking of Cold War, was thinking you should do the DLCs. Well, Cold War only has one DLC, and you can do it pretty quickly. And then it auto-pops between versions. I spilled water on my controller, so I'm drying that off real quick. Yeah, that's a bit of a strange ruling, honestly. I don't know if I agree with that one. Because if it says boneless, I would expect it to not have any bones in it. Clean achievement got popped from your old Activision account. I did hear about that. It was like if you had an old account, you could potentially auto-pop it, but it wasn't always working for everyone. It wasn't 100% reliable. Yeah, I had to go get my car serviced today, so I took great advantage of the free snacks and drinks they had in the lobby. Well, not the snacks, really. I only had one snack. I had one little bag of the white cheddar popcorn. It was only like 100 calories and like 2 carbs. So that was the only food I ate. But I had like 3 coffees because they had a legitimate espresso machine with like really good coffee in it. And I wasn't about to pass that up because it was free. And I don't pass up free stuff. I'm sorry, but this day and age, I do not pass up free stuff, even if it's not good for you, even if it's unhealthy for you. I ain't passing up free stuff like that. And a bunch of free coffee, I ain't passing that up. And it was good quality coffee, is the thing. Like, I ain't passing that up. So I had like 3 cups of coffee. And I think they were flavored with vanilla, so that probably added extra to it. But again, I ain't passing up free shit. I hope no one is ashamed of ever taking free shit because it's free for a reason. Take it because it's free. And then use that money to pay for things that are more important.
Stay on the roof. It'll take you all the way.
Oh, I remember this. Yep, I remember this area. Didn't exactly need to rush for the achievement. Yeah, like, it worked. Again, like, it only worked for some people, though. Like, it didn't work for everyone. Like, some people had it not work for old games. It was a weird situation.
Your mission will fail if we do not hold them back.
You got a suggestion?
Our suggestion is a frozen forest filled with crows. Oh, you love that popcorn? Oh, yeah. Popcorn have 2 grams of carbs. It wasn't a lot of it. It was like a really small amount of it.
Boy Scout.
Like a small amount of popcorn doesn't have much in the way of carbs.
Civilians ahead. Watch your fire.
I mean, maybe it wasn't 2. It might have been like 5. But either way, it wasn't a lot. It was a very small serving of it.
I'm scanning for options.
It might have been the like skinny pop variant or something. One of those. Whatever it was, it's not like it matters because I drank so much coffee that had stuff in it that I probably canceled out any potential positive effects. I mean, I'm still solidly below 250, so I'm still happy with the progress I've made so far, and I'll keep moving forward on it. As long as I stay below 250, that's at least a good start. Well, my parents coming here next week, and then be starting my new job on Monday. I don't know how that's going to change up my diet, because I don't know if I'll be eating multiple times a day now. Eating unhealthily those days, we'll see. We're not going to ravage core because that feels like cheating Cheaterson.
Moving through Breach Point. Find us a path, Kane.
That air duct leads into the security station.
Oh, I just remembered. Doesn't this mission have a boss fight in it? Like a really god-awful boss fight in it?
That's the best you've got.
It's 00230, grew a little target. Oh, nice. 510 and a half. That's solid. Gotta love free stuff. Oh, for sure. It says double XP, so it gets takes priority. Oh, okay. Yeah, if there's free shit, I'm gonna take it. Especially when it's food and drink related. That saves money. That's money I can use on other things
That bed, dead ahead.
that are less important, but still things I can use them on. Okay, that was a pretty good kill. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. I forgot about that. He just kicks the crate out and kills the guy. Oh, I hope it's better too. Like, I know it should be better, but at the same time, it's like, after I've gotten screwed over at literally every employer I've ever worked for after college, I at least have a little bit of concern. But overall, I definitely feel more positive about this one. I have reasons to feel more positive about this one, so... And I'll be with people that I'm familiar with working with that are good people, so... They would have left by now if they weren't happy there, so... I honestly don't really think any job out there could be as bad as the old Adam job. I really don't think it's possible to be worse than that. Maybe it is, but I really don't know how. I know that they're completely struggling and, like, failing right now, which is great. From what I've seen, that they're still trying to fill the position that I left, and are not successful at all at filling it, which is great. They've had no success at all trying to fill it, and they're doubling down on their stupidity by demanding a college degree for the job when that wasn't required initially. So they're just doubling down on their retardedness. And I'm all for it.
Interface with that console and get me in the system.
And they've missed out on 2 of their 3 best months of the year for enrolling patients, so they are basically done for.
Khalil, I'm in.
I still need to report them to the FDA, though. I haven't gotten around to that yet. Just make sure they go to prison out of it.
Out of there, no problem. Why doesn't
I've not touched COD multiplayer since 2019. I played Cold Wars for trophies, and I played Black Ops 6's for trophies, and that's it. MW2... Well, no, I actually had to play Vanguard for trophies, because Vanguard has actual multiplayer trophies.
brain is fried?
Brain rot! Imagine yourself in the frozen forest. Birds. Eyes. Birds. trees, bird burning, and like a PNG image with fire on it.
Breach!
Yeah, I think this level still has a boss fight on it,
30
which
seconds.
I am not
Hold your
looking forward
ground.
to. Oh, Roombas. Deadly Roombas. Okay, we got deadly Roombas here. Oh, and also the Thriller video is coming along very, very well. It's probably like 70% of the way done at this point.
30 seconds. Hold your ground.
So progress is definitely coming along on that. Definitely happy with how it's going. So it'll hopefully go up like next week. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. I don't know how I didn't die there.
Dead network has been destroyed.
It's like most of the initial edit's done, but I still have to add in the dialogue and stuff, so I have to record the script and then add that in. But progress is progress, so it's coming along very well. Aside from Killzone 3 multiplayer, what's a game that's unobtainable trophies you regret not platinuming? It's not a platinum, but it's actually gonna... Oh, that's on our side. Okay, never mind. It's, yeah, not getting stuff already on my account. A big one for me is Ride to Hell Retribution. Because the Platinum's still fully obtainable. The Platinum's not the problem. The problem is it has DLC that's been delisted for 10 years, and that's nearly impossible to get. Because that's one of the worst games of all time, and I would have loved to have played it on the channel. Because it's so terrible. Another one, though, is one of the old Cabela's games. It's either North American Ventures or Cabela's Hunting, like, 2012 or something. It's some Cabela's game, but it has one trophy that required you to try to upload pictures. And that went down really, really quickly into that game's lifespan, so it's unobtainable. And I wish that had been obtainable, because then I could have done all the Cabela's games if I really wanted to, because that's the only one I can't do. There's one other one that I haven't done, but I'm not going to touch it anytime soon, because it's apparently really difficult. Or really annoying. I probably will someday, but less interested in doing it. So those are sort of the main ones I can think of.
The detention block. Taylor should be there.
Got it. We're on our way.
That's a warlord, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Kind of looked like a warlord. Looked like he had that gray armor.
Coming in high.
This is good, this is good, this is good. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. That grenade's gonna kill me, ain't it? Somehow not. Let's heal up here for a second. Ooh, got the wraps out of the way. It's been so much easier with the Draken. Doing like no end cyber cores, so I'm doing like nothing to anyone. Just keep dealing damage. Should have them all done here in a second. Resupply. That's behind a wall. I think I'm okay. This game really does pitch you against a lot more enemies than some of the other ones, though, in this franchise. And this one gives you some really big enemy encounters. Just wait until the final mission. We're not even on the final mission yet. Final mission's gonna be even more ridiculous when we get there. I just try to heal up here. I think we're still good. We're still alive somehow. I have no idea how I got through that. Yeah, the only way to get Retribution's DLC is like a random German code if you get really lucky. I'm not sure I want to waste 50 bucks on the roulette spin that maybe it's a legitimate copy with the code in it. Getting huge ads taking up screen again on PSN profiles. I'm getting more and more ads on YouTube, but that's about the only place. I wonder if with the PSN profiles thing, it's like for people that aren't like premium members or anything. Maybe that's what it is. If you're not a premium member, maybe that's why they're doing that. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe. Man, that is doing like nothing. There we go. Oh, it's a robot. Of course it is. Well, the good thing is, we had RPGs, we don't have them anymore. I don't know why we no longer have the RPG. Run away, run away, run away. I could have sworn I had an RPG. I guess not. Okay, he's smoking. Come on. Go down already. That might have been enough. Alright, we got the robot. Okay, there we go. 1 or 2 left. Let's finish him off. Yeah, I think this level still has a boss fight toward the end, so I'll be curious to see how that goes.
Reinforcements have already moved in.
Trust me. He knows.
Of course we know, because we're getting shot by him. Alright, we're good. We're good. I don't remember this mission being quite this long.
They're securing the room and shut down door access. Attempting to run a bypass.
Oh no, I care so much.
Hang tight. A few more seconds.
The more we advance, the better.
Access restored.
Saying we get like 7 ads on YouTube. Yeah, it's gotten ridiculous. And yet creators are not getting any more revenue from it. I can tell you that one for sure. YouTube's taking all the revenue from it. Double XP is permanent in Vanguard. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that they at least did that. I think a lot of older games will do that sometimes. First-person shooters and stuff like to do that. Yeah, YouTube's gotten to such a ridiculous point where it's like, oh, here's 30 seconds of ads before every video, even if it's only a minute long. And here's a 30-second intermission ad for every video that's over 8 minutes long. And it's like every 2 seconds you get that ad. Because we want to make sure you know who our advertisers are. But we want to make absolutely sure that you, the people, don't get a single cent out of the extra ads. Because not a single YouTuber has been gaining money from the increase in ads. Which means it's not a big deal for me because I don't do this for a career, but it's also just really, really obnoxious. Like, if you're gonna force me to watch 10 times as many ads, maybe make sure that people are actually getting paid for it. World War II also got permanent double. Oh, okay. That's kind of nice. Yeah, if you're gonna force us to watch ads, at least make sure that the creators actually get a fair cut of it. I know that YouTube's full of people like Adam. They're too greedy to care about that. I think that was... yeah, it was a little robot that killed me last time. Alright, we need to kill that thing first. He's our biggest threat right here. Come on, just go down, will ya? Man, he's taking a lot of bullets. There we go. Oh, it took a bit longer than I thought. Oh, that's a turret! Oh, okay. That might explain part of the problem. Oh, I'm out of ammo! Okay, this just got interesting. And I can melee kill, that's totally fine, but... kind of forget I can do that on these runs because I don't usually use it.
Taylor's through that door. Go!
Alright, now we've got a boss fight, if I remember correctly. And it's kind of an annoying one.
NRC robotics have gone rogue. Taylor's connected to their collective hive and taken control.
We're gonna run past everything. Sorry, humans, but your lives do not matter to me.
You have to know where we're going.
Where are we going?
Imagine yourself.
Yeah, sorry, humans, your lives don't really matter to me.
Taylor, this isn't you. What's in your head's not you. You can fight it. Our minds are connected.
Any bright ideas?
Taylor,
That door should get you
where?
out.
That'll work too. Let's move.
Alright, shoot it. Or they can spawn behind me. Like he did.
Sandstorm's likely to hit in less than 10 minutes.
Sandstorm? Okay, a few of them follow me, but I think we're okay now. Let's just try to recover here for a second, heal up. I think we're okay for the moment. Oh, Hendrix, I'm surprised you're still alive. I thought I was doing all the work for you there. Just keep running at this point. There's literally... oh, there's an invisible wall there! What the heck? How much space GTA 6 is gonna take? Just say you do not miss online games. Oh yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be like 500 gigabytes at least, I feel like. Now that was interesting. They actually put an invisible wall up there. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, fine. We will kill the enemies here if we have to. Not a problem. Just wasn't really expecting that. Alright, heal up for a second. Get some ammunition. Alright, I think we cleared them all. That really shouldn't have taken multiple tries, but that was me being stupid. And not knowing there was an invisible wall there. That Crazy Cop World War II has a lot of super rare trophies. Oh yeah, they're all zombie stuff, so... well, probably a lot of DLC zombies. Alright, we're about to come up to a boss fight. A rather annoying boss fight, if I remember correctly. Which, at least we get RPGs for it. Because that's what we gotta use for the entirety of it. Hendrix, you need to start pulling your weight. I'm doing most of the work here, buddy.
We've lost comms. Too much interference.
We've lost comms. That sounds like a personal problem to me. Personal problem for you.
Kane, you have to help Khalil. We wouldn't have gotten this far if it wasn't for him.
I know.
Who
But we
cares?
need to stop Taylor.
No one cares about this game. There's never going to be a sequel to it.
Once we achieve our objectives, we'll go get him. Promise.
Yeah, literally no one cares, because there's never going to be a sequel to this, so no one cares.
Kane, how long till that sandstorm hit?
The only reason people played this campaign is because it had Call of Duty on it, and people thought it wasn't going to be this terrible. Hey, no. Rude. Very rude. Let's not do that again. One campaign trophy that's much rarer than the zombie stuff. In COD World War II?
It won't be long
I don't
now.
know what it would be in World War II, because there's a couple of obnoxious miscellaneous trophies I can remember, but I feel like the zombies was definitely the hardest part of that game, unless it's like the rescuing all the people that you can rescue. Maybe something like that? That's the only thing I can think of, though, that would potentially be that kind of a problem. So for the most part, that campaign's pretty reasonable. It's not like with Vanguard with the dive bombing and that one stealth trophy when you're playing as the girl. You know, the one I'm talking about.
Taylor!
See, I'm not really sure what would be the super difficult trophy.
Isn't you?
Shoot down the planes in the convoy.
Something in your
Okay, yeah, it's annoying. I will agree that that's an annoying part of the game. Because it's literally just the I'm a stand-up kind of guy from Battlefield 1. It's literally just that. But it's not as bad as that part of Battlefield 1. It's much more playable. But yeah, I know exactly which trophy that is. There's a couple of trophies like that, actually. There's 2 different times where you have to shoot down planes.
It's the infection.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about in World War II. I know exactly which one that is.
We need to move on.
Or the 2 that it could potentially be, because there's 2 identical achievement trophies.
Still here. What about Taylor?
So yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
Where is he, Kane?
Got him. In a mobile shop.
And it was annoying for sure. It took multiple tries. I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't. It definitely took multiple tries.
Where are we going, Kane?
John, listen to me.
Up, and away! Up, and away! Up, and away! If I actually sprint through this, I'm gonna be shocked. That'd be amazing. No! No! We're good! We're still alive! We're still alive! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! He's in my way! Keep going! Keep going!
That's not Taylor talking to you.
And stop!
Him.
Don't worry, Captain, we'll buff out those scratches. That actually worked. I can't believe that actually worked. Alright, we're on the final part of the mission, thankfully. It's a fucking boss fight against a giant airship thingy. Okay, so we're gonna need an RPG before we can do anything here. Please tell me... Okay, thank you. I'm about to say, there better be an RPG here. We're gonna have a problem.
Mothership's launching missiles.
And by the way, this on Veteran No Death was not a good time.
I know you can hear me.
On Realistic, I think you at least get checkpoints.
Mothership deploying wraps.
Yep. That's what I'm not looking forward to. Little explodey Roomba boys.
What's happening to you right now? It's in your DNI.
Little explodey Roombas. Exactly the kind of thing we want to deal with in a life or death situation. And it can spawn them infinitely, of course, because I guess infinite regeneration of robots is a thing in this universe.
You don't have to be the bad
I think you just have to shoot down, like, you have to hit it 8 times. If I remember correctly.
You were with Sarah Hall when she
How did that miss?
I know what you saw because I was there too.
Yeah, I think it's like 8 hits or something to shoot this thing down.
You have to know where we're going.
You're right. I was with Hall when she died. I know what she saw. I also know it wasn't real. None of it was.
Heal up.
Clock's ticking, New Blood. Only one thing left to do.
You know me. You can
This
trust
is an RPG, so it's okay.
me. It's not too late to stop it.
Sometimes you have to let it go.
Get the hell out of there!
Wait, that was it? That was it? Really? That was so much harder in my memory. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain. You know what? Fine. Still don't have a Battlefield completion. I mean, Battlefield 1's great for Platinum, not necessarily for 100%. 5's not bad. 3 and 4 are now unobtainable, but I have them. Cold War's annoying campaign trophy, the 12 enemies with explosive barrels, and the helicopter mission. I didn't have too much trouble with Cold War's campaign. It was mostly the zombies and stuff in the fire team mode.
Let your thoughts drift.
Hi, Makoto. Wish girls had anti-cheat software built in like the PS5.
Be upon you. You are in control.
Okay, well,
Imagine yourself
that mission was doable.
in a frozen
We're on to the last one. Final one. Okay then, cool. I'm gonna go pee again, because like I said, I drank a ridiculous amount of coffee earlier, and it's coming back to haunt me. So I'll be right back, and we will finish off this playthrough tonight. Alright. Yep, we're about to go into the frozen forest. For whatever reason in Vanguard you started at 18. That's not bad. That's a cutback, I guess. Wait, that's the wrong controller. That's my other controller. Alright. Final mission. And yep, starting back next stream, which will most likely be tomorrow, we will be back on Sly Cooper. But at least I'll finally have this run knocked out. And again, for so long, it seemed like it was going to be the first one that was successful. But one stupid vehicle mission had to ruin it again. And that's happened on multiple occasions at this point, which really sucks. But yeah, next room will be back on Sly. Which will most likely be tomorrow. Back on Sly 1. Probably 2 streams should be enough to finish Sly 1.
All systems citywide, military and civilian, are in total meltdown. We've got cars crashing.
Yeah, probably 2 streams to finish Sly 1, because there's only 5 episodes in that game. And I think only 4 of them even have clue bottles to find, so... probably 2 more streams and we'll be done with that game. But then, of course, we gotta jump over to Sly 3 after that. So that would be something on, like, Saturday, probably. It's like probably Sly 1 the next couple days, and then Sly 3 starting on Saturday.
It knows we're coming. It's watching our every move.
Unless I decide to play something else on Saturday. We'll have to see. Because Sly 3 will take probably the longest out of the 3 games. Yeah, there's no collectibles or anything, but finishing all the missions and all the challenges and stuff, well, with the rewind feature, I don't know how it's going to stack up. It might end up being easier than I thought with the rewind feature. It's definitely going to make the challenges less unbearable. Okay, so for this part, we want to advance up as much as we can. These robots are not going to be nice to us at all. Come around the corner. And plus, that'll give me some time to work on the thriller video more. Like I said, the script part is almost done, so I can probably have that done tomorrow. And then hopefully record the script and then start editing in a couple of days. It'll be my first ever Fastest Achiever, which I'm very excited to show off because all these years of trophy hunting, it's the first time I ever got a Fastest Achiever in a game. Okay, the extra robots drop down. That's expected. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, shit. I am out of ammo. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Don't explode on me. Okay, he's down. We're good. The online trophies took up most of the grind for Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4... the campaign isn't that long from what I remember. I mean, it's only 7 missions. There's some miscellaneous trophies for them, and you have to beat the final mission, which is fairly short 3 times for 3 different endings that are not that much different from one another. You can still complete online, even though you don't play FPS games. 7 missions. Yeah, mission 4, that's like the Singapore one or something. I remember that one being a pain in the dick.
We have to move through the parking structure. Coalescence HQ is just up ahead.
Into the structure. I think I see an ammo crate there, so that's what I need. Come on, teammates, you gotta help here. There's no actual boss fight either in this game, in this particular chapter, I don't believe. I think it's just, like, constant waves of enemies. I don't think there's actually a boss fight. So I think it's just beating the level. And it's just a lot of random bullshit once we go into the frozen forest and all that good stuff. This mission has a very annoying portion coming up, and if you've played this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Stop him before he tears Zurg apart.
Just keep moving forward, let the cars blow up. You gotta be careful here, too, especially if you're doing the veteran no-death, because the vehicles can just blow up and kill you. Now, if I was playing on veteran, I'd have the extra life ability, the tack rig up. Emergency revive, whatever the heck it's called. Alright, we're still good. We're gonna get an ammo crate when we get down to the lower area, so it's totally fine to use up all the ammo here. So we'll get an ammo crate going into the massive battle. Which I legitimately don't know how this is gonna go.
We'll get through this.
This is where I'm getting a little bit worried.
So much death.
Because I legitimately don't know how this is going to go because there's infinite enemy spawns here. And they're robots. And they just never stop no matter what.
What about you?
This area is something else, I'm going to say that. You shouldn't have started it. Even the plan was safe for you. Starting was a terrible idea since PS3 version runs like crap. That's true. Level 1000's losing to the man that played OG COD 2 as their last FPS game. Okay. Welcome to the final massive big boy battle of this game. Yeah, it's not the end of the level or anything like that, but this is the big boy battle of this level. This one's something else. I'm gonna say that. Infinite robot spawns. We gotta get rid of the ASP first. That's gonna actually help a lot, though. Because he is just kind of here to be a nuisance. So once we get rid of him, we're gonna be a little bit safer. I've never done this part without using cyber cores, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. Yeah, I've never done this part without cyber cores. The ESP shouldn't be a problem, but... Because I think there's a group of enemies you have to kill toward the end, so I might have to have a grenade ready for them or something. The revive would be really helpful here. Why do people play Vanguard to level 1000? Probably the hardcore Call of Duty lovers that buy and play every game on day one. Because Black Ops 6 was the first one I bought day one since Modern Warfare 2019, and I regret it. I bought it mostly for video purposes, and because I kind of got conned into thinking it was going to be a good game, but more so for like the idea of potentially making a video out of it and streams out of it. It's about the only reason I can think of buying it day one. It wasn't worth it in the slightest. I wouldn't do it again. Okay, he's down. PS4 version had no problem shooting down the helicopter. Mission 3, but on PS3 version, the helicopter wouldn't die. Oh, and Battlefield? I could have played a lot of Cold... Oh, the level transfers from Cold War to Vanguard? If so, then that's probably how it happened. Because Cold War was a better game. Alright, let's begin slowly advancing. This is gonna be a damn mess. My people need to advance a good bit. I'm worried I'm going to end up having to use cyber cores here, because I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, we got into here. As long as we clear everything behind us, we're going to be okay for a moment. We're allowed to use RPGs, so I'm going to use them. Okay, he's down. That's good. So let's see if we can regroup here just a bit and kill off pretty much everything that's further up in the level right now. This is going to be the hardest part of this level. Once we get through this, it's a little bit easier because it's regular enemies. That Wraith is going to be a bitch, isn't it? Let's get rid of him, too.
I don't know if you can hear me, Hendricks, but we're coming for you.
Hendrix?
Not too late to stop it.
What are you talking about, Hendrix is an enemy? I thought he was the friendly. I thought we were Taylor in the frozen forest. Again, I have no idea what the hell this game's story was supposed to be, so I could be entirely wrong at any point. Okay, that one's down. Let's get rid of that Wraith. Oh, there's another ASP up there. Full transfer feature sounds cool. Level up off from Cold War beta because you never touched Cold War. Level off the Prestige trophy, got to 55 on Cold War. Oh, okay. Because, like, I didn't play Cold War when it came out. I didn't play Cold War until a number of years later. Okay, we're actually making progress here. If we can get rid of the guy up front there, I think we might be okay. If I can get rid of this guy. Oh, I just killed a friendly. Well, that's his own fault for standing in front of me. If I can get rid of this drone up here, I think I'll be okay. I think that's the key. But I also don't have the extra life in this class, so... Not cool. It does, like, no damage. Just kill this robot, I think I'd be able to do it. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Oh, God. At least I'm right here.
And I will personally guarantee your safety. You know me.
ASP up here, this is the real problem. That's the only real issue here, is the ASP. And the smaller robots are a bit of a nuisance, but more worried about the ASP. Yeah, so this is what they decided on for a final mission. This is one hell of a crazy firefight. I'll give them that. Vanguard only gonna do PS5. I'll have the MP auto-pause both versions. I know that with Vanguard, if you did the PS4 version first, the multiplayer auto-pops on the PS5 at least. Right, I might just start spamming rockets at this point. Because it's technically allowed, because it's an RPG. I gotta get rid of these mechs. Yeah, I know about the repulsor armor. I need to get rid of the mechs. That's the only major issue here, is I want to get rid of the mechs. Because the rest of the enemies are infinite here, but if I can get rid of the mechs, I can actually attack the big guy. There we go, that's a hit. If I can lock on, there we go. Or if you guys want to kill the one that's walking around up there, that'd be great. If it comes down to it and I get too pissed off, I'm just going to start using camo if I need to. I don't want to use it. But clearly this mission was not intended for getting through without using abilities. I'm going to try to. But if I fail too many times, I will eventually switch it over. That's a hit. Perfect. Still good. This is probably the hardest thing we have left in the game, because the rest of this isn't going to be that bad. At least on regular, it won't be that bad. It's mostly just this particular fight. Had to be hell on Veteran Realistic. Well, the thing is that on Veteran Realistic, I could actually use decent weapons. I could use the Draken. with a specific setup that could kill stuff in like 5 hits. Except for some of the bigger robots, but it was way more powerful, so... Plus I could use cybercore abilities, so camo, which makes you turn invisible. I had that ability as well, so... It was rough, don't get me wrong, it was annoying, it was rough, but... At least I had some advantages in my back pocket that I do not have here. So I do not have that here with this ASP. That's another hit. Not done, but didn't spend $5 on the game centers anyway. Not happy. Buying COD for any price to make you meta. And the series sucked for a while. And the series is kind of failing again at this point, because Black Ops 6 turned out to be overall failure. Especially with its microtransaction bullshit. It's the last time I'll buy one day one, unless it's something like a remaster specifically, and even then I'd still be concerned. But yeah, at least on Better Realistic I could use camo, and I had the Draken, the fully upgraded Draken. Makes things a lot easier. And let that explode real quick. Come on, expose your weak spot again, please. God. There it goes. Another hit. Still not down. Well, at least there's the ammo crate here. Oh, did I not hit him? There we go. That's a hit. Oh, he's down. We got him. Okay, let's go. Series been downhill since after Black Ops 3. Oh, screw off, game. Where did they even come from? Thank God we're not on Veteran where that would actually matter. It gave me a checkpoint, so it's fine. It's just annoying. Like, I still enjoyed Infinite Warfare. I've always talked about that before. I enjoyed Infinite Warfare. Especially its campaign and zombies. Not its multiplayer, but campaign and zombies I actually really liked. Okay, they're just gonna spawn infinitely, aren't they? This is the stupidest thing I've done in a while. Oh, it's gonna work. It's actually gonna work. I think I can make that happen. And then Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, you did love those. Yeah, I mean, Cold War was good. Modern Warfare 2019 had some positives to it. It seemed like things were getting... Why am I so slow? There we go. Okay, we're good now. Alright, that's the worst part of the mission done. That is the worst part of the mission done.
Coalescence operations.
The infinite robot bullshittery is done. Clearing out the labs and stuff is not a problem. We are going to have some actual combat in the Frozen Forest segments here. Holy crap, that was annoying. I knew that was going to be a problem from the beginning, though, so I'm honestly not surprised at all that that gave me trouble. I don't think there's any more infinite enemy spawns to worry about, either. Oh, I can actually shoot him through the wall. Dang, because the FMJ. Forgot I had that. That's doing some damage. Alright, Let's heal up for a second.
Hendricks. He just slaughtered everyone in his way.
I don't think there's much of
Hendricks? Since when is he a major part of this? I thought it was Taylor. Or are we playing as Taylor the whole time? I legitimately don't fucking remember. This story is so stupid. Thankfully, RPGs are allowed. Oh, there's 2 of them. Of course there are. This could be bad. Infinite Warfare gameplay is pretty smooth, yeah. Kind of funny how you won't do Cold War's Platinum, yet here you are with the Platinum. Well, I mean, you suffered through it. You got through Party Patrol pretty easily, so you only really had to worry about the god-awful Dead Ops Arcade mode. Which is annoying for sure, but it's not like the hardest thing it's ever been in Call of Duty. Let's heal up here for a second. Still not down. Thankfully we have RPGs. Now I'm out of ammo for it. How does he not die from that? Alright, keep moving. Because we still got the whole, like, in the person's brain segment of this level to go. So we're not even anywhere close. Trauma bag, yep. How hard is that trophy? It is not fun. It is not fun. It is easily the hardest thing in that particular game. And it's one of the harder things in the franchise. But it is easier than it was at launch. I'll agree with that. It's definitely easier than it was at launch.
What were they messing with here?
Because at launch, you couldn't do it in multiplayer. Or no, you couldn't do it with advanced start, and you couldn't do it in first person. You could do it in multiplayer. That was the only way to do it.
Even trace amounts were enough to cause the deaths of over 300,000 people in Singapore.
So they're saying that Nova 6 was somehow responsible for the Singapore incident.
We need to find out.
That's how they tie this into the older games. Anyway.
Multiple breaches and containment failures. Critical, just like Singapore.
Yeah, it was up there for being the hardest one at launch.
Purge the gas from the area. That console behind you should be the manual override.
Unless maybe the zombies was more balanced then. I mean, it's possible that maybe Dead Ops was, like, balanced then. I doubt it was, but it could have been. Alright. Time for brain rot sequences. Because the rest of this campaign makes absolutely no sense to anyone. Including the developers themselves, most likely. We're about to explore the frozen forest. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest of forestness. It's snowing. Oh shit. That actually nearly killed me. Come on. Go down. You're supposed to go down. We're gonna get the line a million times here, aren't we? Why are they all like copies of Hendrix? Are they supposed to be that way? I assume they are. More cutscene that no one gives a shit about. Glad most players gave up on that trophy. You know, the platinum, they'll be more rare in the future. Oh yeah, that one will definitely be rarer and rarer in the future. Which is good for all of us. Good for me as well. just punching vines. Well, obviously I'd be more careful if I was playing on veteran, let's just say that. If I was playing on veteran or realistic, I'd obviously be careful here, but I'm not expecting too much to happen here on regular. I mean, 9 out of the first 10 missions were doable. And so far, this one's been good too. Of course, it's got to be some stupid vehicle mission that ruins it for everyone. I'm going to be at least a little bit salty about that, because that could have been... This could have been the first successful of these runs. And the only successful one ever. But, not going to happen. Just like how COD Ghost on the PS3 is rare since it launched. Yeah. And because you got all that bullshit extinction stuff you have to do. That can be pretty annoying. Care about rarity, you would do some COD games. And I mean, that is true that, like, Call of Duty games are unusually rare. And I mean, I understand why they're so rare. It's because the games are mostly played for multiplayer. So, a lot of the trophies are tied to single player and zombies and stuff, so naturally it's going to be a little bit rarer. But with how rare some of them are, like, Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 2 were both like a sub 1.2% or something. And Cold War, I think, is a sub 2%.
Their thoughts bleeding through into your brain.
And some of those are nowhere near as difficult as something like Killzone 2. Killzone 2 was much harder than some of those games. Killzone 2 was a brutal, brutal platinum trophy from back in the good old days. Although, given that you could boost the multiplayer, that definitely made it a little bit easier than it once was.
All this shit around you, it's an illusion. You're still in the Zurich HQ of Coalescence.
Yep, time for mindfuck moments. Because that's entirely what the rest of this game is. It's just the game screwing with your brain. The same way that Black Ops 6 did, but even more effectively than Black Ops 6 did. All I know is that we are in a frozen forest, and we are shooting enemies with a pistol, because Mike Banning is still alive and kicking. Well, he was alive and kicking until that moment. Okay then, actually doing Black Ops 2 on PC. They might not care if you get the achievements unobtainable. They might not be like PlayStation, they might not be as strict about it. I don't know how Steam is about achievements, though, because I don't really know too much with it. I mean, Lizard Guy plays a lot of Steam games, but that's all I know. I was hoping he would stream again sooner than he has, because he only streamed one time since I left. I think he's just nervous. Which, that's fair, like, it takes some getting used to. Anyone out there wants to go toss him some encouragement, please feel free to do so. He's better at certain games than I am, for sure. Like Soulsborne type games and fighting games, he's far better at them than I am. I'm better at shooters, but he's better at a lot of other genres.
I don't understand. Taylor!
And we're more entertaining when we're together, that's for sure. We had some great moments when I was in Florida. We had some hilarious moments on streams. Which I gotta admit, the short stuff is actually working out pretty well so far. It hasn't necessarily built up, like, subscriber numbers as far as I can tell. It's gotten me a few new subscribers, but it's been very good for views. Once Died 2's International and Cold War, the only 2 platinums under 2%. Hopefully someday COD World War 2, Black Ops 3. I'm surprised Black Ops 3 isn't below 2%. World War 2, I can kind of see why it's not as rare. But Black Ops 3 is definitely a surprise to be, if it's not under 2%. Because it is significantly harder than a lot of the other Call of Duty games, or at least more time-consuming, and most people aren't going to dedicate the time to it. Got enough good completions that any difficulty you'll never care about, that's fair. Good from behind. This is a very long mission, by the way. There's 3 of these areas to clear, and I think there's a 4th one afterward. So yeah, this is like one of the longest missions in Call of Duty history, at least until Black Ops 6 came out.
I have to finish this.
Taylor is not going to revive me or help me in any way, so we just got to do all the killing myself. At least I'm getting ammo. Random tree branches coming up. Oh no, I'm so scared of the trees. The trees scare me so much. I'm so terrified of the trees. We're imagining ourselves in the frozen forest
I'm coming for
of
you,
death
brother.
and destruction. Melee's fine, of course, as we all know now, which is great. It makes life a lot easier for me.
I'm gonna find you and I'm going
Okay,
to
that allowed me to
wipe you
skip
from
a few people,
existence.
so... Why do they all turn into birds?
Doesn't matter what you throw at me. I'm never gonna stop fighting.
Alright, let him advance a little bit. Black Ops 3 is points... Yeah, Black Ops 3 is like definitely a sub 1%.
Go.
Of the World War II plat, and the only part you found hard was the pressure cooker trophy. It's easier than Infinite Warfare. Pressure cooker's the one for the prologue, correct? We have to finish like 20 rounds in the prologue. That one was definitely annoying. Don't get me wrong, that one was annoying. I remember that one. But Infinite Warfare for me was worse just because there's so much more you have to do with the zombies and the story and the multiplayer trophy being broken. Infinite Warfare is higher than World War II. Yeah, like, Infinite Warfare definitely gave me more problems than World War II did. World War II's trophies at least function. And that's a big part of it, is that World War II's trophies at least work. So if you unlock them, if you do what you're supposed to, you'll get your trophies. Whereas with Infinite Warfare, that's not a guarantee. And glitch trophies are the one thing that I despise more than anything else in trophy hunting. Coalescence through the portal. Need to go back to both Revelations games. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest of coils. Feel the cold on your skin as you walk through the frozen forest. If you look to your left, you will find Santa Claus. If you look to your right, you will find the Christmas critters from South Park. And you will pledge your loyalty to Satan there, or else you will burn. I have no idea why I thought that would be entertaining, but I said it regardless. I don't know, I'm slightly intoxicated tonight. Because I won't be able to do that very much in the near future, so yeah. Might as well enjoy it this week. I won't be able to do that most future weeks, so yeah. Might as well enjoy it here.
We learned how we could identify terrorist attacks before they
Only have OG RE4, RE7, and Revelations 1 and 2 incomplete. God, Revelations games, I don't know anything about those, though.
in charge of sifting through all
OG RE4 isn't that bad. RE7 isn't awful, because there's ways to make it easier, at least for Platinum. Now, the 100%'s a little bit more of a different story. The Platinum isn't awful, though.
I know what they were trying to tell us.
Definitely not the hardest Resident Evil Platinum.
Even that smart. He fucked up. He fucked everything up.
It's the wall.
Couldn't control or contain anything. It doesn't have some master. It just grows. Wrecking ball of emotion that crashes.
Okay, are you guys gonna actually help me here? Or am I gonna do all the work myself? Well, it's just me and Taylor at this point, so I guess I can't expect to do most of the work myself.
Listen over to the sound of my voice.
know what the title of this ultimate video is going to be. I almost beat Call of Duty Black Ops 3 as Mike Banning. But as far as I can tell, if it matters, I'm going to beat this entire game without using cyber cores. Which should be an achievement in and of itself. Like, yeah, I use the tac rig and stuff, but that's not a cyber core. So the way things are going, I'm gonna end up beating this game without using cyber cores, which is definitely not how the developers intended this game to be played. Even on the lower difficulties, they clearly didn't intend for the game to be played this way, so that's definitely gonna be something to be proud of.
Imagine somewhere safe.
Imagine somewhere safe. Imagine yourself in the frozen forest. Good lord, they repeat it more often than I thought. Well, actually, no, they don't. They repeat it about as often as I expect them to. Taylor, you're not helping here. Maybe you should learn to help.
You are standing in a clearing.
You are standing in a clearing. This is not a clearing, sir. The trees so tall they touch the sky. These are not trees, nor are they tall and touching the sky. That means now we're just brutal because the hunt for the bears. I'm gonna have a fun time with Black Ops 3 Platinum. Definitely leaving that as your final COD Platinum ever. I don't blame ya. But again, like, I don't think that Realistic and Veteran No Death are as hard as people say they are if you find a group to play them with. Yeah, if you have a group to play them with, you're not going to have as many problems. And by the time you decide to go for it, we should have our Realistic guide out on PSN profiles. Because we've got like 4 missions completely done and a couple of the other accolades, so there's still more to do, of course, but not working on any other guides at the moment. Haven't been a lot of games to really work on recently that I wanted to write a guide for. Fallout 76, next time it gets a DLC, sure. Which Fallout 76 got significantly more grindy with one of its updates. With the way it does, like, legendary items. They made a massive, really just stupid change. Well, I wouldn't call it entirely stupid. It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it has some really bad ideas to it. But that doesn't matter because I'm not streaming that. I'm going to be streaming Sly Cooper once this game is done. So we'll stream some Sly Cooper. That's exciting. Finish Sly 1 for sure. And then Sly 3 afterward. Always a good time. Then after those... I don't know what I'm going to stream necessarily after that. Maybe like Lego Star Wars 3? Because that's one that I kind of want to play. Because that's one of the shorter ones as well. It's a sub 30-hour platinum. It's not particularly hard. It's a sub 30-hour platinum, but it is more difficult than some of the other Lego games. Maybe that, or one of the other like Lego Hobbit type games that I've never played that are fairly easy, just time consuming. Play another Lego game, get another Lego game done. I'm good with that. Xbox doesn't have all the spin-offs, so for series completion, the worst you have to do is Resistance and Operation Raccoon City. I don't know how Resistance is, but Operation Raccoon City was, in many ways, one of the worst trophy experiences I have ever had. And, like, it could have been worse. Like, I had good boosting partners for it with Ghost and Killer and some other people from our group. My god, that game was obnoxious to play through. And some of the trophies, just from the main story, were terrible. So Vanguard being fixed, I think Activision will permanently make another game unobtainable. They definitely will not fix all of them. I don't know how long that one's going to be obtainable for. They might break it later. Because we don't know if it was broken because of... or if it was fixed because of complaints versus being fixed because of actually having integrity as a company. And I'm assuming it's not the latter of them. Oh, up to over 50 likes on the short. Why am I getting a notification for that?
breach central server.
Yeah, I got more shorts I need to edit and upload. Stuff from the Clock Tower walkthrough from all those years ago, and then a big thing is our old Mario Party stuff. I need to look back through that, because I know we have some great moments from good old Mario Party.
Let your mind relax.
Let your mind relax. Imagine yourself. Let your thoughts drift. Imagine yourself. Let the bad memories fade.
Let peace be upon you.
Let peace be upon you. Imagine that you are in the frozen forest.
Let them wash over you like the gentle waves of the bluest ocean. Let them in.
Well, that hurt. It's crazy when you got Operation, your backlogs eventually got to do it. Yeah, Operation Raccoon City is one of the worst things I've ever played. You know, you're not doing Operation or Resistance, but after that, RE1, 0, 5, and Code Veronica. 1's not bad, 5's really not bad, especially if you played in co-op. 0 I haven't played yet. Became unobtainable on Valentine's Day, the worst day of the year. The Great Citizen Backlog. Actually got RE3 plat a few days ago. Yeah, RE3 isn't really that bad at all. Mostly because it has options to use other items and stuff that you can grind for pretty quickly. Yeah, RE3 isn't too bad.
Let your mind relax. Let your thoughts drift. Let the bad memories fade.
I do like still being able to pick off enemies with one shot here for some reason, even though I couldn't do that in earlier missions. If it was crossplay, you would have helped Cassie, but I guarantee the game doesn't have it. Probably not. Haven't touched any Resident Evil games for a bit. I need to do Resident Evil 8 Village. I still need to do that one at some point. Because that's one of the only, like, main series games I haven't done yet. Like, I haven't done one of the versions of 7. The modern version of 7 I haven't done. And then both versions of 8. And then 0 I haven't done either. And then RE6 on PS4 if I ever decide I want to suffer through it. Which again, like, that's a game where the excuse me? Where the plat really isn't that hard, it's just the DLC is brutal because it takes so long, and it's all multiplayer, and I don't really want to deal with multiplayer crap.
Breach central server, you can run an executive.
Platinum wouldn't be a problem for that game, it'd be the multiplayer and the DLC. I wouldn't have a problem doing the single player stuff again. Single player in that game's pretty easy by Resident Evil standards.
Let your mind relax. Let your thoughts drift. Let the bad memories fade.
What am I getting hit by?
Peace be upon you. Surrender yourself to your dreams.
Alright, we're still alive somehow.
Let them wash over you like the gentle waves of the bluest ocean.
I don't want to have to keep repeating this.
You, comfort you. Imagine somewhere.
Taylor, are you going to actually help? Or are you just going to repeat Frozen Forest nonsense all day?
Imagine yourself in a frozen forest.
Imagine yourself in a frozen forest, he said the line. Alright, we're good. We're good. Let's heal up. Random thing collapses. Oh, yep, we got some swimming. Wonderful. Must pick the worst one for last. No condition to Platinum Resident Evil Village PS4 version ended up trouble dealing with Heisenberg fight in the Mercenaries mode, which is on the PS5 version. 8 was super easy to use at most of 4. I already game from 2 to 8. Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly worried about doing 8. I've just seen some people have complaints about it. I think 3 strikes in that fight. Fight was rough for you too. Had trouble with Miranda and Village of Shadows. Bad time for the enemy to ambush me. You get shot in the head with a pistol, you're gonna die, so you should just go ahead and die there. Jeez. They are very grenade happy today. But you know what? That's okay. Because we are making progress. We are advancing. Taylor is following after us and giving us more dialogue.
Do you hear it low? Do you hear it slowing?
That doesn't sound weird at all. Ooh, there's an enemy back here. Hang on. Do you imagine yourself in the frozen forest? Oh shit. Nope, I'm not going out of that. Where do these enemies keep coming from? I have my tack thing on, so they shouldn't be sneaking up on me like that. Huh. Do Village Platinum on if you were you. Only took you like 20 to 30 hours to get through it. 8 has an unlocked DLC. Yeah, that's true. Man, the Heisenberg that drove you crazy even doing that one bad fight. On Earth is the beginning. Keeps getting in your head. I mean, I will do it eventually. Don't get me wrong. I will do it eventually. I just haven't been super interested in the idea of doing it recently. I've had other games to do. I kind of want to do Resident Evil 7 again first. Because, for one, I think Resident Evil 7 is a better game overall than 8. But also because 7's completion is probably going to be worth more. And a lot of it auto-pops, though not all of it. It's, like, really weird what auto-pops, like... Some of it auto-pops and some of it doesn't. Oh, not one of these segments again. I hate these things. Yeah, this actually cost me a veteran run at one point. Also, guns don't fire that easily underwater, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. Preferred Resident Evil Village more than Biohazard. Heisenberg Jesse needs to cook. Problem with RE7 is first person, most of RE8 in third person. Okay, yeah, that's fair. First person doesn't work for everyone in that game franchise. Gold Edition of Village is rather played in third person. Actually wait until that got the third person update. I don't blame you on that one. Like, it definitely has advantages of playing in that way. I think we're almost done. I think we're at the end.
This is your last chance. Show me.
Yeah, we're at the end. This is the final part of the game.
Fight it! Fight it!
Fight it! Fight it! Resident Evil shouldn't be in first person. I mean, honestly, I didn't mind the way that Resident Evil 7 was. The first person was kind of fun the first time playing through it, but like, if I'm going for some of the DLC trophies again, I don't know. Because I know that not everything auto-pops, only about half of it auto-pops. I don't know exactly which ones choose to do so, it's kind of random. I mean, as long as the 21 Survival Plus auto pops, that's probably the worst one in the game. And then the Ethan Must Die is the second worst. And everything else after that, I don't mind doing again. But it'd be cool to have more Resident Evil Platinums done. I know that they're not super common Platinums. I don't believe they are. This is it. All of our allies won here, finally.
What's your name, soldier?
In a frozen forest.
I said, what's your name?
Taylor.
Yep. So the whole time, you were dead and playing as Taylor's memories. Because that is a wonderful way to design your game story. This game is incredibly stupid, and its campaign is incredibly stupid, but it is one of the closest that I have gotten to handgun only, or just Mike Banning challenge run. It was very close. Only one mission was not doable under challenge conditions, that, of course, being the vehicle mission. So yeah, all but one mission doable. 10 out of 11 were doable to questionable, and 1 out of 11 was not doable. So definitely high up on the list, but not quite number one. Modern Warfare 3 2023 still stands as the best rate of completion that I've had because it was 14 out of 15 with no questionables. So that's that. But hey, it's done. It was an interesting idea for a challenge run. It worked out fairly well. It nearly ended up being successful. But that's going to be it. So, thank you guys for watching. So, Black Ops 3 was not quite doable as Mike Banning, but it was close. Next stream will most likely be tomorrow night, and we will be back on Sly 1, working on trophies, and hopefully finishing that in the next couple of days, because I think it's only 5 episodes. So, hopefully be finishing off Sly 1 in the next couple of days. So, I'll see y'all back here either tomorrow or Friday.